everyone. Welcome. Good morning. Good night.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good
Greetings,
afternoon.
everyone.
Good evening,
Oh,
good
wow.
night, good morning, wherever you are in this world.
Oh my goodness, I need some time off. Ooh. No, I get no time off this end of this year. Woo! How's everyone doing tonight? Ooh, what was that?
CGH wearing a mask.
We're
Doing
doing
great,
good,
good.
Max. You're doing good, I think.
Yeah.
Could you have a seat, please?
Yeah.
Are you sitting down, Max?
I've been.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
Max,
yeah.
you know we all
need to
appreciate
talk.
you, right?
Yeah, you know we love you, right, Max?
Oh no, this ain't no goddamn intervention.
We really do love you.
We
Max.
do love you, Max, but we need to have a talk.
Oh
are
my
concerned.
God, what the hell is this?
We are concerned.
It's about damn
not
time,
talking.
man.
We're not talking about. We're talking about tonight. We need to talk to you.
We're not talking about James Cameron.
We can
We
rapid
will.
fire that later.
Afterwards, we can.
We can cover that later. We got to talk
Afterwards.
about you.
Yes, I'm doing good.
All right. Who would like to speak first? Who wants the teddy bear talk bear first?
Oh my God, what the fuck is this?
Well, Max.
Whoa.
I think Brian should go first.
Dude,
Yeah.
you've been a really good friend of mine, and I've always been one to let my friends know when they're kind of straying too far.
Jesus Christ.
Max, I think you might be straying a little too far. Yeah, just pump the brakes on the boycott train, because it sounds like you're going back to your Star Wars days. I'm just saying.
Oh my! Is this how you all feel?
Eddie, would you like to talk bear next?
Oh, okay.
Yes, I would. So it got to the point where I had to tweet out saying, "What is this Snyder bro doing?" Again, I did not like what I saw yesterday. I tried to keep an open mind, but all I saw was nonsense, so I had to call it out. Lots of people agreed with me. You obviously did not. Again, we're here to help you. We're not here to be, mean-spirited or anything. This is an intervention for you. We're trying to help you out in this road of DC in the future. We want to be united. Us united is still a thing, at least in our heads, not in reality. And I just gotta say, man, I really, really just want a change in terms of your behavior, in terms of your emotional state right now when it comes to DC news. I understand there's some complications, but at the same time, that type of behavior is not the way anymore, Max. So you got to change, man. That's all I'm trying to say. I didn't want to do it to you. I didn't want to roast you. But if me roasting you or being mean-spirited myself will help you improve as a person, then I have to keep doing this.
Okay. CJH, your turn for the
Yes.
talk bear.
One of your mods
Oh God!
timed me out the other day. So I have an issue with that.
I checked on it. I'm not sure exactly. I know you think you know who did it. I don't know. I checked. You're not banned. I don't know if someone timed you out just saying that Ray Fisher is a bad actor. We can't do that. He's allowed to say he's a bad actor, even though I disagree with that. Even if CJH wants underwear on the outside of every single superhero,
Yes, including Batman.
he's allowed to have that
Batman.
horrible idea.
Okay. George, your turn for the talk bear.
Oh, George, there's a God damn.
Okay. I love you, Max. I kind of agree. We got to pump the brakes, and I think we shouldn't be comparing.
My pedals to the metal, George.
We're not. We shouldn't
Like
be
a
comparing.
Mad Max.
We shouldn't be comparing.
We know.
Zazon Gunn to Kathleen Kennedy just yet. When, in all fairness, the old regime made those mistakes. So let's hold off on
All right, I'm
what
in the middle.
we're doing. And I understand passion. And you don't want to know who I am. But, let's put the brakes down. And remember that at the end of the day, these are movies and we can enjoy this stuff, but let's bring it down a little bit.
All right, Aaron.
That was me bringing it down a little bit. Oh my goodness,
Aaron,
you guys all know.
Aaron, your turn for the top
Oh
bear.
god.
Max, everything's gonna be okay.
No, it's not.
Yes. Think about it. It's gonna be. It's a
No,
bright
it's not.
future. We have a plan. There's not. Well, there is a plan now. Just wait till next month when he reveals what his plans are for the DCU. Yeah, DCU. Everything's gonna be okay, Max. Trust me. Everything will be okay.
What the hell is this, Senior?
Oh no, he's pissed too. He was
Yeah,
pissed.
Dude,
he was flipping out on Twitter.
I did listen. Maybe it was a I don't censor Zeno, but he was the one saying shut up. I was like, I think he should.
Oh no, you pissed off a lot of people bringing him on. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Yes.
It's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying.
Zena's fine to say his piece.
He doesn't really add much to the stream, though. Let's be real.
Oh no. Zeno, I like talking with Zeno. He's my friend. You're all my friends.
Yeah, but maybe the subject matter
Anyway,
wasn't the best.
Tony, your turn for the talk pillow.
Max,
Oh god.
we've had a
Nice run.
rocky relationship.
Oh.
Nice one.
Some ups
I
and
thought-
some downs. But this is the first time that people have ever DM'd me on Twitter
Oh,
to
God.
ask me if you were okay.
I'm not
I got
okay.
a lot of
I'm
DMs
not
as
okay.
well, actually, which kind of concerned me.
Yeah, we're concerned. We're really concerned.
A lot of people were saying, I got to watch the stream from last night. Max has lost it, gone over the deep end. Judging by the comments on the video, I tend to agree, Max. You had a wait and see approach. You said, we're going to wait and see what's going on. James Gunn is fine. Let the man tweet. It's okay. No big deal. Suddenly, you're telling the man to shut up. Don't engage with Ray Fisher. You're clamping your wallet shut. You're not giving him any of your money. Over what, Max? You don't even know what the future holds yet. It hasn't even been revealed. I think.
Oh, this is the
Pump the
last stream
brakes.
that he did, Devin. The last stream he did, the last video. Just
Yeah,
go watch
late
this.
last night.
Especially the video he put out. We'll get to that in a second.
Po-
Anthony,
possibly.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Pump the brakes a little, Max. I mean, James Gunn, he did take the C string Guardians of the Galaxy, made that a huge franchise. Everybody loves it. He's done wonders with Peacemaker. So maybe give the man a shot. At least hear the man out before you start calling people, to boycott and to don't listen to DC. And for God's sakes, don't compare people to Kathleen Kennedy. Jesus Christ, Max. Are we going down that road again? Are you
Yeah,
going to
we
have
basically
100
told him to
David
shut up.
Zaslav videos?
David Zaslav, that's his moment, yeah.
But we don't want to be DC Phantom Menace, though. We want to avoid that.
We're better,
last
Max.
Last
We're better
person,
than that.
Anthony, talk pillow. Do you have anything you'd like to say to Max?
I think
Uh,
Max needs to relax and chill. I'm upset that the cast of DC EU is gone, but I get it's business decision. I'm just gonna wait and see what James Gunn is going to reveal next month, and let's see what he does with Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and stuff like that. Even Deathstroke, who he's confirmed today. So, we'll see what the future holds with DC. He's gotta relax. Let's see what the plans are.
Yeah.
We don't want these DC movies to fail, because if it do, then we're not going to see DC for the next 20 years. And that would be not good for the consumers. No.
Caden, who just got here, you'll be the last one. Would you like anything to say?
Cancel Caden.
Max?
First, I would like to say no, Anthony. No.
Yes.
But Max, I'm gonna go really, really soft. You fucking.
Damn.
What?
You effing dumb. It's going. No. I'm honestly. Wait.
Huh?
So yeah, that's
What
what I
did you
have to
say?
say.
So
I
yeah,
didn't know what's going on. Caden. All right, my turn for the talk pillow, and then
Oh,
we'll go
God.
back to Max. Okay.
Here we go, RJ.
Max, I love you. You're my dearest friend. But the video you put out earlier today was so bad. I had people messaging me, not only asking if you were okay, but there are people planning to react to it, to break down and every little step how what you said is beyond insane.
Why did Isaac call you?
No, it wasn't Isaac.
He said people.
Your
People.
video was so insane. I had to leave over 30 comments with timestamps pointing out every little thing and addressing
couldn't
everything
figure
you
out
made.
Finally get comments. Yes.
That's what you care about right now, Max?
Engagement.
About the comments and the.
It's about the clout.
Okay, hold on. Now, like,
Why
even though I
don't
get
you
that
try
you were
commenting?
joking.
Why
I
don't you
get
try
were joking
commenting,
right there,
Caden?
Max, though.
You know, try commenting on my videos.
No, but I'm actually gonna be serious right now.
See
But
it working? Yes. Jeffrey, go
Oh.
check it out. Go check it out.
The video that he says that Zaza was lying, and when
Yes.
which you can't say that's okay. Like, you can't say someone's lying when it's something that, like, he wasn't saying specifically Batfleck and Henry Cavill Superman and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Those are and Jason Momoa's Aquaman will be the people we focus on. No, he just said Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, and Aquaman, and the other DC heroes. We're going to be planning a 10-year plan with them. That's all he said. He didn't say specifically those people will be involved.
He said the Trinity.
He said, and based off of it.
Can I jump in real quick, Hayden? I just want to say, Max, I think your biggest issue with that video, personally, is that you're equating the overall brand and those characters with the Snyderverse. But like Zaslav didn't mention specific versions; he just said the characters.
He said the movies. We are going to make them the best they could be.
Mm-hmm.
These are great movies.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that those are going to be the best versions that they're going to put out. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it just
they
like,
delayed.
it feels
They
like you're
delayed.
jumping the gun a little
They
bit. No pun
delayed.
intended.
Oh wow! Jumping the gun.
But
I'm just saying because like the
That's a
stuff
good
hasn't
title.
come out
That's
yet.
a good
and you're-
title for my next video. Jumping the gun.
Max,
I mean,
just saying,
James Gunn also said Elseworlds is in active development. So
Yeah. Look, Rashawn
these
agrees with
characters
me.
could.
I think
I think
Something
Sean
like
is trolling.
he's kind of
Joking,
trolling.
he's
Playing
trolling.
I think because he
Trolling
was
right
doing
now.
this last night on RJ's stream.
Yeah, I think he's kind of just trolling, having some fun.
Yeah, he's trolling.
Also,
Trolling.
like, James Gunn confirmed today that
Hold
Justice
on,
Unlimited.
hold on. Let's clear something up. David Zaslav said he wants to bring in the Trinity. That does not mean he did not.
No,
say
when he was
specifically-
I was talking where he was lying was about the slate of movies that they're good movies. We're going to make them the best we could be. We're going to pump them up.
But how do you know they're not making them the best movies they could
Because they're
possibly
removing
They'll be
stuff
great
from
movies.
them.
But just
It's
because
not-
you're removing stuff doesn't
But
mean that they're
removing
not
stuff
still
that
good
you
movies.
want.
Wait,
Just
hold on. I
because-
think Max is confused here.
I
He
am
said the
confused.
movies are going to be the best movies they can be, Max. That would be going forward. What you're focusing on is the past. They're removing stuff from the past because they don't want to confuse the audience. They don't want you and people like you to go, oh, they had a little Henry Cavill scene. That must mean it's going to be something. Remember how excited you were when Black Adam confirmed that Henry Cavill came back as Superman? You were
Woke
over
at
the
him.
moon, Max. You thought they were going to bring back the Snyderverse and Henry Cavill Superman and all that shit. And then what happened the next day? You got crushed when Henry Cavill's out. They don't want more of that, Max. I can see your eyes are closed and you don't want to hear me, but you need to listen.
listen.
Also, Bianca has a comment for you, Max, if you'd like to read that.
Oh, Bianca too.
Jeez, Max.
That is true.
How do you really feel, Max? How do you
Oh,
really
wow.
feel? How do you
Ryan,
really
Ryan,
feel,
you have
Max?
something you want to say about this?
Really
How do you really
disappointed.
feel, Max?
That is very true.
I was taught. You want to know why Zito was on, and you want to know
Because
how,
he was agreeing with you?
No,
and we
you
don't.
You don't want to know how simple it was. We were talking on the
He's
phone. And I
probably
was like,
awake.
I was like, I should go to bed. I'm like, I want to talk about it. I'm just gonna do like a 30-minute video. You want to join me? It was as simple as that.
A
But don't
54
already
video,
talking- I was
a
talking
54
with him
minute
on the
video.
phone.
How about this?
I was talking.
Zeno
on the
is
phone.
not allowed on these
What?
streams or videos because of how he is to other people The only person he sucks up to is you. Like,
That's not.
But
okay,
Max-
I'm not for
Max-
banning people, dude.
Max,
That's
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like if we're all on a panel together, don't invite him. But if you're going to talk about something that he specifically
He
wants
doesn't want to
talk
be
about,
on when you're on a panel together. That's
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Max,
I said that.
even at the end of your stream, he was insulting your chat.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I stopped him. I'm like, no, you don't do that. I took him out. Right. He was just joking.
Are you sure he was just joking,
Yeah.
or he was just saying he was joking to you?
The only reason Zito, oh my god, the only reason Zito was there is I was like,
Yeah,
I
wouldn't
should
really
go to bed.
call it talking.
I should go to bed. I'm like, I was already talking
I
with
thought
him on
you
the
said you
phone
take up
about the
Mondays off.
about.
Why were
I
you streaming?
do
Why you
about the
stream on
situation
Mondays?
He
Night?
does.
Doesn't make sense.
No, he just
because
said
I
that.
was
Oh my god.
I was talking with him on the phone. I was like, oh, this is stupid. I was already gonna make a video about James Gunn before the Ray Fisher thing because of him consistently trying to combat info that says he doesn't hate Henry Cavill. He's not who told you that Gal Gadot's not going to be in there, but we basically know she's not. I'm like, this is weird. Why is he having these? That's what I was
He
going to
doesn't
comment.
hate
Well, Max,
Henry
I know
Cavill.
he doesn't hate them, but he fired them, so people.
Max,
people
Well,
argue.
he didn't. He said
He
that
didn't
Gal
hire them,
Gadot
okay.
wasn't booted. Maybe
Yeah.
she left. Maybe she left on her own accord.
Oh my god!
I'll just
Yeah,
say,
maybe
Jimbo,
maybe-
I understand you bringing up that, but I know Max is not going to like that, so I don't know
What?
if you should bring that up.
I mean, with Patty Jenkins out, Max, it's possible Gal Gadot also said,
I
"You know
mean,
what?
Patty
I'm out."
Jenkins is dirt.
Jimbo,
Nah.
I will absolutely address that. I told Zeno that was not cool what he did, but it also, you guys have got to stop bringing stuff to me that happened somewhere else that have nothing to do with me. Now, I said all I need to know, Zeno, is did you give up like his personal info where he works, his name, or anything like that? And he told me no. He told me no.
I
And I
you
said,
could argue he did something worse,
and I
but-
said, it sounds like you did something like Matt Jarbo does to me when he talks about, what I do for a living. I said it's kind of uncool for a friend to do, but it's the same thing Matt does to me. And I said that is not cool, and I don't want you to bring up his name again.
That's kind of. I don't want to reveal it. I don't know, Max. It's kind of like I understand what you're arguing, but like
No, it's uncool
it's
to
about
say.
a different person than the person,
Listen,
I'm not trying to. I don't want to get into it. I'm just saying.
No,
like, I don't know.
and you got to stop bringing stuff to me that didn't happen. Did it happen on my Discord? No, I cannot deal with this stuff. I will deal with stuff that happens on my channel. And if someone I have to make decisions. If
No, I
someone
get
I
that,
feel
yeah.
someone actually doxed someone, then I would erase them from this channel. Was it uncool what was done? Yes, I agree. But it wasn't actual doxing. And I cannot have people bring stuff to me that did not happen to me and make me choose for people that are on my channel. It had nothing to do with me. So I'm sorry. It did not have anything to do with me. If it was actual doxing, then I would ban him from the channel because I do not support actual doxing. It was lame. It was not a cool thing for a friend to do. And I know that because people have done
So
stuff like
if
me.
I
Like
beat
me.
up-
When I talked about when another former YouTuber now you guys are bringing up all kinds of shit. When I wanted to talk about Terminator. When
It's
another
okay.
friend
We'll get there.
started talking about my wife, when I told them that in private, that was uncool. Okay? But that was not doxing. When another friend said, I know what Max does for a living, and he's an agent of chaos. That was uncool, but that was not doxing. That's why I still talk to and associate with him.
But if,
I didn't like
but
it.
if
I asked them to stop, but you guys want roles for certain people, and you don't have that same. You take that same energy to everything then, because I said things in private that were brought public on a stream, not even on a private Discord. Okay. now you guys want to get real? You think this is all? You think this is a fun joke? Okay.
But the thing is, hold on. Like, it's like if I beat like the living shit out of RJ, and you're like, Kitten still could come on the streams. Like,
Please do
it wasn't.
that.
He
Please
didn't have.
do
It
that.
didn't
He
happen
needs
to
to-
me.
No, I'm just kidding.
But he could
Please
still,
do
like,
that.
That's
No violence. No
No,
violence.
no one go
But
after RJ.
But it's like oh, I didn't see it. It didn't happen to me. So Caden still
See,
could come on.
this is ageism, Jimbo. You know, what does that have to do
Damn,
with
50
anything?
year olds.
Well, he's
Yeah.
talking to Zeno because
I
he's
know.
cool.
I told Zeno that was really uncool. You know? What do you think? You know?
You know?
If someone thinks Zeno actually doxed someone, tell me, and then he won't be on the channel. Okay? If Zeno did something uncool, I have to address it case by case basis. I told him he was being an ass. I said, "Oh, that was not cool, man. A friend doesn't do that." I told him on the phone, and at the time, I was dealing with the same thing with one of my friends. I said,
I
"Oh,
would
wow."
say what Zeno did, based on what I was told, is very morally reprehensible. Because it's one thing to go after a person; it's another thing to go after a person's family member. That's what I will say.
How did he go? Now, see, this is what your guys' problem is. We're
I
talking
never
about
had
this
this
all on a
intention.
live stream when we're supposed to be talking about.
Well, I'm
Terminator.
not the one who brought it
You
up.
you
so-
think your guys are helping, Jimbo? This was bullshit to bring this up right now, because I don't want to talk about that person in his issue with Zeno, and now this is all on a live stream, and I don't want to even reveal to the audience. We're ending this conversation now because I don't want to talk about Hans.
That's fine. We can talk about it after.
No. Okay, and you guys cannot bring stuff to me that happened somewhere else that I have nothing to do with. If he actually doxed someone, I will ban him today. Give me the info off air. Okay?
So you will wipe him out of existence?
Yeah, if he actually doxed someone.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
All right.
I mean, I hope that's the case instead of letting him have a slap in the back again.
I don't care.
No, I'm willing to talk about it after.
No, I agree with what
Talk about
Devin
the
said. If
topic.
you don't want to be on
Nothing
stream with the
actually
dude,
happens.
just leave. It's real simple. There's a little red button on the bottom that says "Leave Studio." You can always just back.
Yeah.
This is also Max's show, and I wasn't okay. First off, this was somewhat my idea, but it wasn't. I had no intention for it to go with the direction it did. Okay, This shouldn't be a dogpiling session on anybody. I never meant it that way. Okay, so
Yeah,
I do apologize. But no, yes, I was upset about how things went down because sometimes those streams happen where I can't rebut, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out the most. I was on my lunch break. Today,
I don't include you in
seething.
stuff that you're going to get upset about.
I know
I
that.
just do
and
on my-
sometimes I thank you for that, but sometimes it's like, God damn it, I just want to say what I want to say and then move on with my life. But that doesn't always happen. So
That's listen. I'm not making videos just to create chaos. That's actually
I know
my
that.
opinion. That's actually my opinion. And then if you listen to the whole video, the parts that I'm focusing on are what he's going to do to bump up and make these movies better. The last one about Zaslav, and they actually delayed. If you follow the whole history of this slate of movies, the reason they're in 2023 is they were delayed to bump them up to make them better, and now it seems like they're being strip mined, the legs cut out from under them because they're announcing that they're going to reboot them for all these creatives that worked hard on these films. And it's bullshit. James Wan, Muschietti.
But the thing is that Muschietti was always going to reboot this universe. So it's not with Wan, the movie was always supposed to come out before The Flash. The only movie that was supposed to come out after The Flash was Blue Beetle.
They were not always going to reboot. If you listen to the investor call, he said Pam Abdi and
Yes,
Mike
they were.
DeLuca are working to beef this stuff up, make them better, and they were
But-
actually doing
but
their
the Flash-
job in the interim.
Flash movie-
But when
The
he
Flash
hired
movie
James
was
Gunn,
always going to soft reboot the universe. Now it's not just going to be soft rebooting it. It's going to be either between a soft or a hard push for a reboot after the Flash movie. So the Flash movie still's whole purpose is still its purpose from the beginning.
Soft
Since
reboot the
Muschietti
universe.
came in. And
okay, I don't want to debate this again because I was really ready to talk about Terminator.
Fine. All right. Let's talk about
Because
Terminator.
because if we go back and forth, we'll just be talking about it for hours.
Oh, I know.
go.
I know.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
This is I was really excited to hear this news.
Is he actually coming back to James Cameron, or is this like a speculation?
Well, James
No.
Cameron said that he wants to reboot the Terminator universe.
But here's the
Good.
question:
Yeah,
is
we're
he gonna
fine.
be a
Probably
director
for the
or is he gonna
best.
be producing?
Yeah.
It's not wrong.
Let me bring this up. This article from Joe Blow.
Are they going to
Arnold
reboot?
coming back.
What's
Only
that?
he
be a
can do
reboot?
it.
What's that, Tony?
Is it going to be a reboot of the Terminator franchise?
Yeah.
Because
that's
you know
what
all those creatives that made those other movies, Max. We should feel sorry for them, even though the movies sucked and they were really terrible and they ruined the whole Terminator franchise. We should really be concerned about creatives like you are, Max.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure those people are done with the Terminator.
I would
franchise,
love them to continue. I like Terminator Salvation. I liked all those times they were trying to reboot. I wanted them to continue. They're not continuing them, unfortunately.
Because they haven't done well.
because
Yeah.
Disney say no.
I even liked Genesis.
We need Jesus if you do.
I would have loved to see them, but they're
Reboot it, please. Just
I agree
reboot
with
it from
Jade. No more
scratch.
Arnold, please. Just, no more Arnold.
well.
Big Doc,
If James Cameron comes back, Jade, they're gonna bring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on.
I'll
If it's a reboot,
Of course, I'm a Terminator.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
They should bring Arnold back, but just to decommission his Terminator and bring out a new model.
Oh yeah, maybe he's the maker of the Terminator.
Like they pull his chip out and they put it into like a
Yeah.
even buffer dude.
He's
Okay.
Terminator for like a 2 minute.
Why?
Yeah.
Callie, shush.
So he has to do all the Avatar movies, then he can do this.
But it's very exciting because we're finally getting Avatar, and now, where there also talks about an Alita sequel in Terminator. This is great. I never thought we would have a Cameron song. What do they say?
Cameron Renaissance. Yeah,
Cameron
James
Renaissance.
Cameron.
Yeesh.
After I thought he was going to make Avatar movies the rest of his life, and that's it. Yeah.
Here, I'll dip. So I'll
Not really. Like he's like. I mean, that's typical James Cameron. Like he like taking a long time with his projects.
Oh, hey,
and
Sean.
do the study of
How's
it.
it going?
So it's like not hard.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, good. Are you excited about Terminator? Potential
Yeah,
of James Cameron coming back?
I wanted to tell a quick story.
Okay.
So I
You
worked
work
on
on
the
Terminator 1 and 2.
No, yeah, I'm that old.
Damn.
No, I worked on Eastbound and Down season 1,
Oh, I love that show.
3, and 4.
I
Season
love that
2 they
show.
shot in Puerto Rico, but yeah, I was Danny McBride's stunt ass double, and I can get into that another time.
Oh,
but
whoa!
I was
Breaking news!
Kenny Powers.
Breaking
yeah.
news! You're
Yeah, I
an
was-
ass double?
I was Kenny Powers' ass double in 3 episodes of Eastbound and Down, but that's not the story I want to
What?
tell. This has to do with Terminator. So one of the producers of
Wait, what
Eastbound and Down.
episode? Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. What episodes for the viewers if they want to check
Wait.
that out?
Max,
What?
sports show. Weird
I'm pretty sure.
sports shows?
I'm pretty sure it's episode. All right, so he does this Rocky montage where he's like working out. And
What
then
season?
A season. It's in 3 episodes, but what I got to explain what it is because I'm trying to remember what episodes it is. It might be 2, 3, and 4, or 1, 2, and 3. I can't remember. He does a Rocky like montage where he's working out and then injects steroids in his butt, and it was my butt, and I injected real saline solution into my ass, and it was really crazy because when I went to
So you
wardrobe,
did steroids. That's what you're saying. Okay.
yeah when I
So
when I
you
did,
like The Rock?
Exactly. When I
They
did
test you for steroids.
when
Oh
I
my
when-
God, let me-
when-
Man, are we gonna let Sean finish?
well, I was just gonna say when I did the bit, they, Kenny Powers has a thong, so they made me go to hair and makeup, and they spray tan me with a thong on because I pull the thong down to show the white thing, and then I stick it in my ass. Anyway, I did it. I did 5 takes, and 3 of them made it in, and one of them I bled in the last take, and a trickle of blood came down. And I just remember in Video Village, David Gordon Green and Danny McBride were like, F yeah, boy. I mean, I didn't want to curse on the stream, but they were like, fuck yeah. And it was just like everyone cheered in on set. But Stephanie Lang, who's a director and producer, and she's done a lot of stuff. She's got a bunch of movies on Netflix right now, and projects. I think she's working on a TV series for Netflix too. Her husband, Michael Lang, was the production designer for Terminator Salvation. So when he came to visit her when I was working on Eastbound and Down, I talked with him about Terminator Salvation because I really thought they did some really good things in that movie, but they kind of like it was a complete mess. So the original script never had John Connor in it. He was only a voice on the radio, and you didn't see him till the end when they get to the beach and a submarine surfaces and the hatch opens up, and then John Connor shows up, and then the credits roll. So what happened was they got they hired Christian Bale, and then Christian Bale's friend as a writer came on board. They wanted to beef up the John Connor role because originally it was all supposed to be a movie about Kyle Reese. That was it. And it's sad because like when what's his name who passed away signed on to do the role, he was told this is your and the whole script was his movie. It was all what's the guy who was in Star Trek that passed away? He was crushed by the car. He played Chekhov. His name slipped my mind.
I know you're talking about
Anton Yelchin. Anton Yelchin.
He originally that was his movie to be all the way through. And then Christian Bale came on board, and then they did a bunch of rewrites. But there was some really cool stuff about the motorcycles that were the Terminators in it. If you look at some of the production design stills that Michael Lang did, it looks like a Terminator crouched down with his feet on a back wheel and his hands on a front wheel. And what was going to happen in the movie was they were going to be coming at Kyle Reese, and then it would let go of the front wheel, and the back stand up, and the guns that were on the side would be hoisted, and then it would start firing. And so like there was these really cool scenes that they had developed and all these drawings. And if they'd have stuck with the original vision before Christian Bale had been signed on, that movie would have been so amazing. And a lot of times you see this in films where, like especially The Rise of Skywalker, you're seeing like Colin Trevorrow's art design gets put out there or leaked, and you see like the double-edged lightsaber with Rey and all this cool stuff. And you're like, oh, dude, that should have been in the movie, or like she decided to turn to the dark side at the end of the film and was there in the throne.
Why they got Christian Bale?
Christian Bale was hot at the time. He had just knocked out a bunch.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it was like,
Dark Knight and stuff.
Let's put you in the Terminator thing. But that's why the movie feels like a mess, because you've got that one actor who's an Avatar, who played the Terminator, who was supposed to be like the good Terminator. Or Sam Worthington. Yeah, he like it was supposed to be him and Kyle Reese throughout the whole thing, but the movie's like such a weird mess of like it feels like 3 different movies going on at one time, and that was because of how the behind the scenes went, and it just really imploded because the idea of a convict giving himself up to be a medical experiment so that because he was on death row, and then he wakes up 50 years later and he's a Terminator with that. Dude, that's crazy. That was like such a wild concept. And the thing that I just get frustrated with is the way that ended. It could have, if they'd have just come back and figured out the whole, now he's got, John Connor's got the robot heart, and let's see what happens with, going forward with the Terminator franchise from there. But every time it was like, okay, well now Terminator Genesis is going to launch 3 new films. And then when that didn't bomb, it's like Dark Fate's going to launch 3 new films. And then it's just to bring it back again would be ridiculous. And I just don't think, like, because James Cameron, I even in the Discord, Max's Discord, I dropped a couple of links from behind this, like he talked about Terminator Dark Fate during the promotions, the junket, and then he talked about Genesis, and both times he was like, we should pull up those videos, Max, if you feel like. But James Cameron's like, he goes, this just feels so connected to my universe. And he said, and so to me, like, he's a liar, because he knew that movie was garbage. He didn't get the rights back. See, he had sold the rights to $1 to his wife, Gail Ann Hurd, of the original Terminator franchise. And then when they divorced, she held on to it forever, and until she gave it to Ellison. And so he didn't get the rights back until recently. And now he's talking about going back and doing it again. But when he was executive producing, this thing with Tim Miller, and everybody loved Tim Miller's Deadpool, right? You guys all like that, right?
Yeah, he was good.
Well, here he is, and Tim Miller, they hold this press conference where they're talking about launching Terminator again, and like Tim Miller starts to cry and all this stuff. And I was like, oh man, same thing with like all these other people like Rian Johnson. They all love the franchise. And then the movie comes out, or you find out now during the Avatar press junket that they fought all the time, which that kind of came out. And Tim Miller said he'd never work with James Cameron again. But James Cameron is the one that insisted Arnold be in the film. Tim Miller didn't want Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wanted to move forward with it and not bring in Arnold. And they fought over that. He only wanted Sarah Connor to come back, and he still wanted everything to happen the way it happened in the movie, but no Terminator with, who has drapes and, has an AI, and just evolved and felt sorry for killing John Connor. Like, all that stuff was garbage. And, it was Jim Cameron that was like, no, this is going to be good. And now he's like, oh, it was a miscalculation. We didn't know the audience wasn't going to like that. It's like, dude, anytime he gets a chance, it's like he only wants Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 to be the complete story. Terminator 3, he took a dump on Jonathan Mostow when he directed that. It didn't matter who came out with one. He just ragged on every single version of it. And I just feel like he wanted to sabotage every sequel so that the only two that people care about are 1 and 2. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. But it was just interesting talking with Michael Lang and hearing the stories that really went on with like the film, especially the art design, the stuff that they came up with was like going to be so much better than how the movie turned out. It's really sad.
You can reboot it? You don't want to reboot it?
No, I mean, if they reboot it, they should do it. Remember, Lance Henriksen, when they originally pitched Terminator, was the Terminator, and they were going to get O.J. Simpson to play Kyle Reese.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
No, because you got to remember, Jim Cameron had just finished or was let go from Piranha 2. He was doing a Corman film, which is like these really cheap movies. And this was his big breakout thing, was Terminator. And nobody cared about it. Nobody wanted to be a part of it. But Lance Henriksen was friends with James Cameron. He later put him in Aliens and put him in a bunch of his stuff. He originally showed up to when they were going for the money, and he had glued aluminum foil on his face and did all this kind of stuff. He was the Terminator, and then they ended up just making him the cop, one of the buddy cops, that get killed, when Arnold goes in and kills everyone at the police station. So Lance Henriksen got to be in the movie, but he was originally supposed to be the Terminator. And so what I'm thinking is if they do reboot it, they need to go back to someone who doesn't look like Arnold and looks more human, because then he would blend in more and, more like a Robert Patrick, somebody who could blend in, and not be a big hulky, huge guy, Let's hope Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stays away from the franchise and he doesn't get.
I want him to be the next Terminator.
No.
Henry Cavill should be the next Terminator. I'm talking about it.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I just wanted to jump in for a minute. You guys, I'm gonna head to bed, but I was trolling earlier with the whole thing. It was look, Max. I watched your video earlier on the whole thing, and I mean, I can see the point of how Zaslav was misleading the other people on the board, because
that was their there was the major concern after they did the back roll. He said back roll first. Yes.
Yeah, he's trying to, and again, anytime these guys hold these things, whether it's Chapek when he was with Disney or Iger, they just bullshit the board to make them think great things are coming. So just keep that in mind, because those people only care about the share price staying at a certain level so that they maintain their money. So those conversations are always just, glazed over to make everybody feel happy. That a boy, it's going to be okay. It's going to be, we've got great things in the pipeline and all that stuff. And we've got these movies, and because they were talking up. I mean, how much in the past year have you heard them, no matter what Ezra Miller did, them talk up how good The Flash is? And now it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't feel the urge to rush out and see any of these new movies going forward.
That's me too. Right.
I just don't feel because
cut the legs out from under them. Right.
Yeah.
And then he was pumping them up in the investors call and say, we're going to make them better. So that's where.
Yeah. And that's where I agree with that context of it. But, I mean, I get one day everybody loves Zaslav because he's
and I do believe that Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca were doing their job based on what he said there. Look, we have these
about Batgirl and all that kind of stuff.
No, he said in the investor call, we hired them. They're working to do this. So they were doing their job, and everyone blames them for it.
Yeah.
Like everyone blames him and The Rock, and they were actually doing what they were supposed to do. It's just once Gunn got hired, he's like, nah, scrap it.
Look,
that's why I was towards Zaslav in that video. I'm like, if you listen to this, everyone
comparing him to Kathleen Kennedy, though.
Listen, first of all, Zaslav is not a creator. Okay, he's
true.
not. He's completely a business dude. Like, he has no clue about stories. And he even said in a couple of articles, you could go back and look, that he wanted to make Superman the main thing. That was his thing. He loved Superman growing up. But that doesn't even mean he's ever written a script. I mean, the guy's not. He's a business guy. He made his fortune off reality TV. There's no scripted. It's all garbage.
And he saw, unfortunately, he saw Henry Cavill Superman. It's not that guy making him money.
Yeah, no. I think I actually think if Black Adam would have knocked it out of the park, this wouldn't even be a conversation. It would have kept going, and it would have been what I had been saying all along, which is keep the Trinity, soft reboot, just go forward, move forward, and make good movies. Once that film was not successful, they were like, shit, what do we do now? And Gunn, and the thing about Gunn is, I feel like, as much as I totally respect him and all that, he knew damn good and well, if he had been writing 100-page script that it takes a long time to write a script. You could knock out 8 pages a day if you wanted to, but if this is Superman and he's working on a script for months. He knew he wasn't going to use Henry Cavill. He could have pulled the plug and said, look, back when Dan Lin didn't work out and they went to him, and then they waited till James Gunn got married, had his honeymoon, and had time to breathe and work on post for Guardians of the Galaxy before they made the announcement. They were talking to him back during Dan Lin was negotiating. And if he had any thought in his head and he was writing a script for Superman, he knew damn good and well he wasn't going to use Cavill. And he could have made a call and said, guys, I hear what you're doing, but let's not set that up because they're going to pull the rug right out from underneath it. And he didn't. And to me, that was not cool, because then he just had to blame it on in his tweets. Well, all that happened before I came on board. This way his hands are clean, but he could have got a little dirty and said, get the Cavill thing out of there. And because that would have solved all these problems. We wouldn't be having these conversations, because then nobody would have brought up Cavill again. Like, he never would have had the cameo. It just would have been Black Adam, and people would have been like, well, okay, I guess Cavill isn't coming back. And then they'd be like, oh, we're rebooting it. Oh, well, that makes sense, because, we were all hoping, The Rock kind of was talking about it. And, every time he was trying to do something, but, in the end, he didn't have the muscle to do it. And then when he did, we all committed. Oh my God, he's coming back. He's coming. And then whoosh, let's pull the rug out, pull the Band-Aid off, do it quick. And it's just like, it was bad. It was just bad business, and they are going to suffer for that. And those next 4 films are going to suffer. They're just not going to make the money, because people, even though people are saying the general audience doesn't get it. Nah, people are done. They're done with how flip-floppy bad all this Warner Brothers stuff has been. and I really think if we see a new Superman and he's a younger Superman at the Daily Planet, it's going to be like a Starbucks guy, like a guy who's like thin, and maybe when he flies up to the sun, he gets big, and his muscles grow, and then he can go fight or something like that. But he's going to be a skinny emo kid with a man bun or something. I don't see like what they're doing going forward.
I don't think it's going to be that extreme. I think you're going to see something
okay, I'm
more...
being extreme. Sure. You're
I'm just saying, like, I think it's going to be something more like, not, how do I put this?
Agree with that.
Superman Returns, but good and not too cheesy and nostalgic. That's the best way I could put it. It's going to definitely be more like the animated series, I feel like, in tone and structure.
Oh, Man of Tomorrow.
Your Man of Tomorrow, that animated movie. I think it's going to try and please, as best as they can, multiple generations. That's kind of the goal here at this.
A new score for Superman, please. Not the John Wick, please. New score, please.
I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, if they go back to using the old score again, does that mean they do the opening credits like the old film, like the old films, like Superman Returns did, and that didn't work. I just, they tried to go dark and moody with it with the Snyder stuff. They've tried to recapture Donner. Where do you really go? I mean, can you find a balance in between? I don't know. And I'm worried about fart jokes. I'm worried about it being a jokey kind of thing, because I'm looking at, Peacemaker, and I'm just going, I mean, if they can do the whole thing with the F a fish, if he thought that was good.
One of the mass moments with Justice League.
I mean, to me, like, kids watch those movies. People forget.
It's a different issue than you had with Snyder. Snyder was dark, and that wasn't really for children either. Now it's Superman.
Yeah, but they didn't talk about F and fish.
Yeah, but let's be fair here. Hold on. James Gunn has written. Everyone knows he's written kids movies before. Yes.
Sure.
I mean, like, he wrote the first 2 Scooby-Doo movies for Warner Brothers. Okay. Now the first one was a little more raunchy, that we can all admit, yes. But the second one was a lot more kiddie, and he did that just as fine. The thing is, too, is that I think where we're falling into a trap with the whole James Gunn thing is that I feel like we're putting him too much in a box, and I think he's looking to go outside of his wheelhouse a little bit here. I think he has the self-awareness to know what is acceptable and not acceptable in terms of comedy with certain characters. Doesn't mean some of these movies can't be fun.
So he could joke about Aquaman, F and fish. He can joke about Aquaman.
But that's Peacemaker, though. It's a very specific world.
We call it specific, movie. But if any kid gets on YouTube and Googles Aquaman, the clip comes up.
What if James? What about the Joker? Joker probably makes those kind of jokes too. Like, what are we gonna do with? It depends on the character in DC, right?
It does. It does. I guess, in the end, we all have to wait and see. Mm-hmm. I'm worried.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Sean. If you Google Flash on YouTube, if you go to YouTube and put in the Flash, you're gonna get the clip of the dubbed Flash, reverse Flash jerking off Flash under the table thing.
No, and you'll also get the punch in the girl who's drunk. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but we'll see.
Or the TMZ video.
We'll see. All right, I'm gonna hop out so you guys can let other people jump in.
Sean.
And it was good chatting, and you guys can tear apart my theories or whatever. Good night.
Sean's gonna be the new Superman. He just doesn't want no one to know.
Yeah, Sean's the new Superman.
I never liked that sentiment that James Gunn can't do anything but that same humor. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not stupid enough to put that type of humor in a Superman movie. I mean, he can't even use Guardians humor for a Superman movie either, so we just gotta wait and see what he does. But it's like, come on.
He's running a studio. He's not making a show with Peacemaker. He's literally running DC, and you could tell, like, obviously everyone's paying attention to his tweets, so you can tell he has clearly a different mindset with regard to how he's gonna run things, and we have to truly see what this first project run by him and see how it comes out. And if it is like that, then obviously everyone can be like, I told you so. But I mean, just like, my thing is, I'm guessing it's gonna be different. He's definitely gonna be more strategic with his stuff and the way he presents certain characters, as he's literally said in multiple tweets.
Sorry,
and again,
You okay, Max?
Oh yeah. I'm just dealing with multiple issues at the same time.
Oh my god.
I think one of my podcasts isn't going to
And
be
again-
continuing anymore, unfortunately.
Why? What happened?
The gaming, it's nothing personal. It's just it's not working out. That's all. And that's I'm sad about it. Yeah. Well, just different focuses on stuff.
Well, Max,
Yeah.
you could always come over here if you want to do a gaming podcast.
That's true. That's true. Thanks, Tony.
I like your gaming podcast.
Yeah, it's just not working out for some different folks. Their focuses have changed. That's all. They would do less live streaming.
So you calling your own show a failure?
No, it wasn't a failure. It's just they want to focus on record the content. You know, that's all.
Why don't you just record the podcast?
Yeah.
No, I mean, no. It's fine. I didn't mean to break it like that either. It's just I was thinking about it. I was like, damn. That's why I was like, oh.
Well, god damn it, Max. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. What's the next topic, man? Let's suck some.
Wait, what happened?
James Gunn's ass and why Avatar is a flop.
Oh, you're talking about the
Avatar was not a
You got The
flop.
Rock.
It's supposedly supposed to have a 40 to 50% 50% drop in week 2, but I mean it's still better than a Marvel movie, which has like a 60% drop
Yeah,
in
but
the second week.
It opens bigger though.
Yeah.
Much
Well,
better.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Everybody's always going, Avatar's made the most money. And I'm like, yeah, but Avatar released like 4 fucking times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you take Infinity War and release it 4 times, I'm sure it could make Avatar money.
Oh, Endgame would have
Never made a real
Endgame would
movie.
have surpassed it.
Yeah.
If they released
Well,
it
if
again.
they release Endgame again, which they
let's-
should release Endgame.
I'll be honest about Avatar. It was better than any Marvel movie that came out this year.
But the Marvel movie's not the best comic book movie this year.
I agree. It was really good, but I have some issues with it. But I still think it's a really solid movie, to be honest. I think it really sets up more, and there's so much more within the world that they have yet to share.
It doesn't matter what you think.
In the world.
I'm gonna cry now.
I gave him that.
Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock is a
Max, here you
failure.
go.
We don't
Your segment,
talk
read
about
it.
this.
Oh wait.
That's a Rock.
This is gonna be like reading the Cavill thing all over again. I don't
Read
want to read
it.
this.
Read it.
No, it's
Read
not.
it. Read it.
My passionate friends,
With passion, Max. With passion.
I wanted to give you a long-awaited Black Adam update regarding characters featured in the DC universe. James Gunn and I connected, and Black Adam will not be in their first chapter of storytelling. However, DC and $7 have agreed to continue exploring the most valuable ways Black Adam could be utilized in future DC multiverse chapters. James and I have known each other for years and have always rooted for each other to succeed. It's no different now, and I will always root for DC and Marvel. So, to win and win big. You guys know me. I have very thick skin, and you can always count on me to be direct with my words. Oh, there's more.
Wait. He said he's always direct with his words. Wasn't he direct when he said that the hierarchy in DC is changing?
It did.
It
Yeah,
did.
he was
It's
talking
not the
about-
way
it
you
was-
expected.
He was talking about James Gunn. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, he's talking
Keep
about
reading, Max. Keep reading.
These decisions made by James and DC leadership. Now, I would have called this to Brian. It's not always me. I was wanting to not talk about DC tonight. I'm getting.
This is the last one. We're almost over. Let's get
Okay.
over with. It's with the brandy out. Come on.
These. I don't want to rip band-aids. I want to keep them on and okay.
So the wound can fester.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds
These
like a great
decisions
idea.
made by James and DC leadership represent their vision of DC through their creative lens. After 15 years of relentless hard work to finally make Black Adam, I'm very proud of the film we delivered for fans worldwide. I always look back on the fan reaction to Black Adam with tremendous gratitude, humility, and love. We did great. To my very passionate and vocal Black Adam superhero genre fans, I love you, thank you, and I will always listen to you and do my best to deliver and entertain you. What a hell of a month. Now we all need some... What?
Terramana.
Terramana.
Oh,
The
Terramana.
alcohol. I have that shit.
Have a productive week and happy holidays to you and your families.
Was that a
Dwayne Johnson.
tequila brand or whatever?
Is it over?
So, yeah, it's over. So
Thank
Max,
you.
well, what's your take?
I like the sentiment of this notice here.
You know, we did a good job.
What other choice did he have to do this, right? To put this out. I do think that even though I haven't been actively with the hashtag Fire James Gunn, and I'm not going to. I was also going to do a video. Do I support the Fire hashtag James Gunn? And I don't. I don't think there's any fixing what they did. I'm gonna still comment on it. I do think that they are really trying hard to do damage control after this decision, and they're reaching out to everyone. And I applaud Dwayne for agreeing to release a statement like this. But yeah, The Rock is a class act. Exactly.
Also, James Gunn responded to this, and I think this is probably the first time that James Gunn has mentioned like anything regarding The Rock and Black Adam. So I think that's like another
and
thing.
vice versa with The Rock.
Same, yeah. And I think that's why I'm like. Otherwise, he hasn't said
First
anything.
time they're ever mentioning each other.
Thank you, Spherical Man. Well,
Yes,
Sports, that's what's great. That's what's great about The Rock. Jesus Christ! Fuck the Rick. Fuck the Rick. What the hell is that? Fuck the Rick can't stop promoting even messages. Right? That's what he's.
How about this hashtag? Can we get this hashtag going?
No, you have listen. You have the right to do to.
I'm messing.
Go ahead. See who else. Anyone want to fire Max from MME? Okay, go ahead.
You can't fire Max from MME. This is his channel.
James Gunn said,
It's all
love
movie
The Rock,
madness.
and I'm always excited. To see what he and $7 do next. Can't wait to collaborate soon.
This is such a bullshit
He
statement.
said soon. Rock confirmed as the new
And
Superman.
he also confirmed on Twitter.
To everyone.
I don't think. I mean,
it's like a boss. It's like a boss. It's like a boss that fires you.
Are
in
you
a
open
real
to
job.
producing any Elseworlds DC projects that aren't set in your DCU? And James replied, "That is already actively happening."
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
you got
Batman and
Elseworlds
Joker, no
movies.
shit.
right?
And
So James
he
Gunn is
also
not like
confirmed-
a complete murderer in terms of things.
Whoa, are you saying he's a murderer?
Oh, he's a
Thanks,
murderer?
Kavari.
He
Of
killed
course
Hey,
he's
people.
Kavari. Just so you know,
some people he
man.
might be.
Yeah, Kavari, we gotta have a talk.
No,
actually.
no.
Yeah,
Listen.
we gotta-
This is
yeah, we gotta talk
another
about that
example of I don't take people off my channel that have done some shit somewhere else. But I saw some stuff that I was very unhappy with about, I love you, Kavari, but you need to take your temperature down, man. Because when they say both sides are toxic, they are. That's
Yeah,
all
you
I'm
just kind of
saying.
proved them right.
All I'm saying, and I don't want to call you out, and I love you, man, but you really got to watch what you say. And
Yeah, that's
and I'm
kinda
not, and I'm not.
fucked up,
You're still welcome here because most of the time you behave here.
Hey,
But
Batman.
But when
That
they
was not
say it's
cool. That
both
was not
sides,
cool.
I don't like what Ray Fisher did either. That's all I'm saying.
Ray Fisher does it all the time. Makes everything about himself when something.
Oh wow,
Yeah, he does.
Batman's
Hey, Batman.
here.
But not
It's
the picture.
Batfleck's back. Batfleck is back.
Oh my god!
No, it's what?
How's J Lo?
On MME.
How's J Lo?
Yeah.
What's going on tonight, guys? I'm Batman.
Batman looks tired.
Is this Batman before this?
I'm more of like the day night, or however you want to put it.
Harvey.
I'm an early bird Batman.
Early bird Batman.
Oh my god.
It's too
bed
bright
by
in there.
night.
It's too bright in that room for you,
you're early
Batman.
for
Maybe
so
you need to dim the lights or something. It's too
Are you the
bright.
'60s Batman then? Are you
What part of daytime
Batman?
Batman don't you get?
Are you the '60s
There's
Batman?
another
Because that
super
Batman fought crime in the night.
Why are we talking about my funeral, H Parts? H Parts $5. Imagine Max at your funeral when you say, you can join me Join me in the coffin for 99
No, it says imagine Max. Do you not know how to read?
I'm just kidding. I was joking. Join MME for 99 cents. Yes.
Yeah. Well, on that lovely note, everybody, I do have to go.
Oh, what the hell?
No, because I have to go on my trip. I'm leaving at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh.
and I won't be.
Did you find a date yet, RJ, for
I won't be
Avatar?
back until probably after the New Year. So, because I'm not bringing my laptop.
You should buy Violent Night.
Well, forget all that. Did you get a date for Avatar yet, RJ?
I'm going with my family, Tony.
Your family doesn't allow you to talk to
That's
girls,
some
or
Alabama
what?
stuff right there.
Oh.
Hey, Caden, you just doxed me, bro. You're kicked off MME.
No. I'm being serious. You have an opportunity. You're going out of state.
Oh my
There's
god.
single girls
yeah,
there.
it
You're a
is.
young man.
Oh my
Gonna go see
goodness.
Avatar.
He's going to Nevada, man. He could get a girl there, man.
It's
Days on Batman,
Christmas is about spending
He's gonna
time
be
with
flying,
family,
guys.
not
He's
trying to
gonna be
do
flying.
stuff for your own personal gain. Did you ever watch A Christmas Carol?
Hey,
To
it's
share
not
and
that.
be good to others.
I've never watched a Christmas Carol, but I've been with a carol, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh.
RJ, you should probably try
Carol's
that.
a lot of fun.
Don't worry, Tony. You could probably find one in Vegas.
What?
I'm telling you, everyone super chat $5 so we can get RJ a girl in Vegas.
I'll take the super chat money. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll take your super chat money. Let's go.
It's legal over there, Max. It's okay.
Oh my
Sending
God.
RJ to the bunny ranch.
He didn't say that's what
What
it's for. He
the-
just said, I'll take it. He just said, I'll take money. He didn't say he's going to use it for the bunny ranch.
Wow. But anyway, I just want to say to everybody, because I'm not probably going to have a chance. Well, I might pop on stream shots, but I just want to say, like, live to all of you, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff.
He'll be on $3 theater.
And be good to each other during this holiday break. Okay.
He'll be on Jarbo stream.
Much love, everybody.
I'm hoping a terrible stream.
Don't worry, RJ. We'll all
I
be
might,
broken
we'll
up
see.
by the time you get
Join the
back.
dark side.
RJ's going to Vegas. Who are we gonna bring in now?
Well, CJH has been waiting, but I also
Hello.
Justin Proper's also here.
Okay,
Oh.
let Justin in.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just I'm driving home. I'm seeing my family.
Oh my god.
What? What's funny? What's so funny?
Kaden is eating his girlfriend right now. That's why.
Wait, what? What the heck?
Whoa. Man, I mean, good for you. Like right on the line.
All right, Anthony. that got you in the backstage. What the hell, Anthony?
Yo, Max leaves for like a couple minutes, and that's what happened.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
What did I walk into? Jesus.
It actually did go downhill
You
from
mean,
here.
you mean
When
drive
RJ
in
left.
too?
Jeez.
But
What's that, CJH? I couldn't even hear you, bro.
oh no, I made a horrible joke.
It was pretty
I'll
good,
repeat
CJH. It wasn't that
It was
bad.
pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was cancel culture.
I thought everyone was going to be excited to talk about Terminator.
Oh,
Eddie,
I
don't
am
talk
because
about
I love the Terminator, bro.
If
Sean
James
O'Connell
Gunn
came
was
on
direct,
Talk
then
Terminator.
maybe I will be.
Terminator's overrated.
It'll be
Batman.
Well, Sean O'Connor. Wow.
Wait.
Sean came in
hold on a
talking about his
second.
ass for like 5 hours.
Well,
Jeez.
how old is James Cameron?
Like talking about sticking the steroids up his ass.
Alright,
Like, are you
Batman's not doing
serious?
What?
Wow.
What do you?
Hey,
Wait,
I,
what?
I honestly am thinking about watching that episode.
Oh,
You want to see Sean's ass, don't you?
Yes,
You want to see
Oh
Sean's
my
ass?
goodness.
he's a good-looking man.
Oh my goodness.
Hashtag release the ass cut.
So wait a minute.
He's
Yeah,
Oh my
baby,
God.
let's
Max.
go.
Max,
Sean, did you see Sean?
Why is it clip that?
Hey,
Did
guys,
you see Sean
hold on.
O'Rourke at Searsa 90s? Wow, he was wow.
Hold
Not that
on,
he's
so
not
wait.
good looking now too. But
Are we
yeah.
gonna pull a John Campia and be like, so if you look at Sean's
Sean
butt,
O'Rourke's ass?
Sean O'Rourke's ass, you can see that shot right there.
this is
Hey,
not
are you
really.
clipping that? Are you clipping that?
Come on, tell me one of you, not anyone on this stream, wouldn't love to say, yeah, I was an ass double.
That was pretty cool.
I got good money.
I did like Eastbound
Well-
Down. Good show.
I mean,
You would rather say
Did you see that Tommy Lee, Pamela Anderson series, Max?
No, I haven't.
Yes.
The guy from that plays the Winter Soldier. What the hell's his name?
Sebastian
Sebastian
Stan.
Stan.
Sebastian Stan. Yeah, I was a dong double for him on that movie.
You
No.
are?
No,
Okay.
Oh, shut
That's
up.
a prosthetic, robotic, talking
Sebastian.
penis.
I was
That
not aware
penis
of
was
this.
talking. It
I like-
Wait,
I liked him
what
in the
about
movie.
Master Chief?
He was eating people. That was cool.
Oh, fresh.
Yeah, that was great.
I mean, Master Cheeks.
There's not going to be. He's not gonna,
All right, so what's the news about the Terminator? What's going on?
Okay. The Alien director recently appeared on the Smartless podcast starring Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Hayes. I don't know about this podcast. While the Avatar films are about the environment, I'm not dealing with AI. If I were to do another Terminator film and maybe try to launch that franchise again, which is in discussion.
No.
And nothing has been decided. I would make it
could
much
do it,
more
though.
about the AI side of it than the bad robots gone crazy. Oh no! I don't know if I like that.
I'm
No,
concerned.
No. It's dead. It's done. It's over. Just give the fuck up, James. Like it's every
James-
time you try, it's a complete disaster.
James.
Although I have to trust in James Cameron. I have to.
No, I don't.
I
don't.
do.
I don't. When it comes to, I will tell you why, and then I gotta pack my bags, and then I'll probably hop right back on because I'm going right back on the road. I don't trust James Cameron because every time another damn Terminator movie comes out, he always says, "Oh, this is like the real Terminator 3. This is the real Terminator 3."
He does.
My
He
ass
does.
is the real Terminator 3. This is ridiculous. I am getting sick and tired of these empty promises of having a great follow-up to Judgment
Sounds like
Day.
me against Zaslav.
No, yeah. Well, I don't trust the man. He can't, like, seriously, like, does he have to do it himself? I think he's gonna have to take a break from his Blue People movie to go and make a movie. I'm sorry, I have no interest in his Smurf project. I care about the Terminator. I don't care about the Avatar, to be perfectly honest. It just, it's pretty on screen. Like, I don't care. I really don't. It's, if you like it, fantastic, but that's not what I'm talking about. Just Terminator has just time and time again failed. Like, remember what happened the last time?
Why do you care then if they do it? It doesn't hurt to erase the other movies.
It should. It should erase the other movies.
What?
If they make the third one.
No, I mean the other movies still exist. Terminator 1 and 2. You know,
Yeah,
what if they try again? Doesn't hurt. Doesn't erase them from being.
Yeah, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
All right, Max. I'm gonna head out. You streamed way too late. You got on here way too late. So I'm gonna take it.
Sorry
but
about
remember, Max, give James Gunn a chance.
The true madman is here.
Oh God, crazy.
All right,
Joe.
I might be back, guys, if you're still live. But thank you for listening to me ramble about the Terminator.
Okay, thank you,
Right.
Justin.
Yeah, take it easy.
Shut up, Max.
What?
Max didn't even say anything.
All right. Well, Crazy Joe is here.
Hi.
Nice, CJH.
It's last night.
What are you thinking about, Crazy Joe? What do you think about that James Cameron? He wants to focus on the AI, and he's in discussion to reboot it.
Yeah, they've lost me.
Wow. Okay.
The last 4 Terminator projects have been reboots. The Sarah Connor Chronicles was a reboot. Salvation was a reboot. Genesis was a reboot. It's like, I'm not interested. We got 3 good Terminator movies. I got the first 3. That's all I need. And you know what? It's beautiful because the third one ends. It becomes a cycle. You know, it's like, it's just give me those 3. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
What about one that's set in the future?
You know, it's like, I don't remember who wrote this, but when Salvation came out, somebody wrote, you know, you don't really want to see the future war. You think you do. You think you want to see the future war, but it's never going to be as interesting as you think it is, much like the Clone Wars and Star Wars. In the original trilogy, you hear about the Clone Wars, you're like, what's that? That sounds cool. And it's not as cool as you thought it was going to be.
Hey, Devin, how's it going?
Yo, what's up?
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Chilling.
Well, I'm doing okay, actually.
The stream started off awesome. I loved it. We need more ambushes.
No.
We did a lot more ambushes. Yes, please.
I felt bad. I'm sorry. I didn't.
people
I
want
didn't
to
go that way. I was just like,
Wait. I thought it was a joke, and then you're like,
at first
no,
it was.
It
Oh, we got real fast.
It got real quick,
it
and I was like,
it did
whoa.
get real. It did get
Why
real.
is Batman talking like Brian?
Listen, RJ.
That's Batman, Master of None.
I'm terrible at keeping character, right?
Listen, if you want me to be real, I do too many things in my life. I help my parents. I have 2 jobs now. This is a job. This is my fun job. This is the job I would prefer doing. And yes, Isaac's right. I'm a little tubby and overweight, and I sleep too much. No. I think if I get healthier,
You
if I
he's
get
gonna clip
healthier.
that, right?
No, I'm being real. Do you want me to be real or not? Come on.
Oh,
Stop.
be real. Be real.
Of denial, and he's on.
So
why don't you do streams on a treadmill or something?
I mean, you could always just extend your streams to a bit later, where to the point where you think you might be up or something like that. I don't know,
He
but
never wake up sometime, bro. We know
but people still show up even if you are an hour late. So that's, I mean, it's just like,
What
just
the
do
hell
what you
is
gotta do,
this? Man,
That's loyalty right there.
Hans, I'm not doing that. I said I would reach out to you
Oh,
privately.
God,
I don't want to
please,
talk
Hans.
about your stuff on stream. I don't want to talk about your stuff on stream.
And nobody
Well,
on the
Tim
stream
wants
wants
for
to talk
Jones
about it
stream.
either. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Yes, right.
Bring
I'm
him
not
on.
I said I would talk to you anytime.
Bring him on.
Anytime.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Bring him on.
No.
Guys.
Kumate.
If people really have personal issues, I don't want to air them out. That's absolutely the opposite of Agent of Chaos. I don't want people's personal issues on live streams. Like if they're really personal.
Like we said
Yes.
earlier, we're gonna bring Hans on after we are done with the stream.
I'm talking to him
And
right
then
now. I'm
Tim-
about to message him.
so
I know he's
Jimbo
watching.
And Max and whoever else needs to talk can talk.
Well,
I could talk privately.
Yeah, that's why I'm not bringing up anything further. And even when I joined the stream, I admitted in the chat, and I said to Max privately as well, that it was wrong of me to bring it up in the chat. But I wanted, obviously, because it was a full panel, I wanted to get some attention from Max, and I was just a little bit fired up about it. But still, it was wrong of me to do it the way I did it. But still, it's gonna be addressed, but privately now. That's what matters, and it's over with in regards to this conversation. Let's get back to the stream, and yeah, I'm sorry I derailed it, but yes, let's get back to the stream.
Never apologize.
See, now people are saying don't ignore him. If you guys want me to handle stuff that has nothing to do with me on a live stream about your personal stuff, go right ahead, Hans. You will cancel movie talk tonight. I'm sorry, Crazy Joe, Brian, Devin, Caden, Aaron. If you
Even
really
me?
feel like you want me to handle stuff that has nothing to do with me, it's not my Discord.
If it's gonna be
This
like
is
that,
the
hit that end broadcast.
Handle it, dude. If
Some
you
people call you
want
Asian
to
chaos.
handle it.
Some people
No,
call
I
you
don't give a
Asian
shit.
chaos, right?
No,
it sounds like the people in the chat.
Listen,
are
I
like
don't.
chaos.
You guys are egging on stuff.
I could care.
As
Dude,
soon-
I
as
don't
soon-
care. They can.
No,
handle their
I'm
own
not.
shit.
Hey, man, this is content. Fucking roll with it.
No, I don't want personal people stuff as content.
Oh, this is truly a really personal matter.
Low-hanging
I
fruit content.
and that's literally what is the basis of this whole situation. Is personal stuff being revealed. So please, I'm just saying that
I have no fucking clue what any of this shit's all about. I'm
Right,
just being
because
I'm just being an asshole right now.
but still, and
Max
this
is
is
right,
my
Max.
fault. This is my fault.
Max is
I'm
not Asian
sorry.
chaos. It's the people in the chat wanting are the Asian chaos right now.
Yeah,
Guys,
like
I
Max
was just telling Max that he was just trying to tell Max that I thought he was going back to his old Star Wars, like Menace adjacent days. Okay. You know,
This
and I don't think I was too
singing
off
this
base by
song, it's
saying
not
that.
even the
I almost
panel.
said in my comment earlier, "Stay angry, my friends."
And that's why I'm saying I went a little too far and brought up the situation where it probably shouldn't have been made.
As
And I'm
soon
sorry
as
about
I-
that.
You guys don't know. As soon as I heard that Zeno potentially did something to someone, I reached out to Zeno and I said, "Did you do this, this, and this?" He didn't say exactly what he did. I said, "I think you've been uncool. I don't like it. I don't want you to do it again. But unless someone actually I don't. This is ridiculous. Why am I dealing with this right now? Why am I dealing with this right now? You know, if everyone gets, you know.
No. Go back to movie talk. This is your show.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I apologize, and I'm sorry that I brought this up. Let's get back to movie talk. This will be handled elsewhere, and I feel bad about it the way I did. I'm sorry, Max, that this happened on stream. It's kind of derailed the stream. Like, I don't like doing that, and I like to handle stuff privately. But I kind of lost my cool with this whole situation because Hans is a good friend of mine, and what was done was not right. But I'm sorry again. But let's get back to movie talk, and that'll be handled other time.
Okay, why just this is just for example. Zeno is on a lot of channels in the chat. Why does everything that happens without my purview, not on my channel, not on my Discord, you guys try to bring it here and have me try to oust him? That's what I want to know. Because this has nothing to do with me. And if he actually did something that that was doxing, he would be ousted from my channel. If he released someone's private name and info, address, job, if he released names on someone, you know what? I'm too dumb. Now you're going to insult me, Hans. I said I would reach out to you privately. Your friends are the ones that bringing this out publicly. I don't want to talk about your stuff on stream. And now you're in here. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm too calling me dumb. I'm sorry that something was done that was uncool to you, Hans. And I said that that shouldn't be done. All right. I can't even focus on movie talk tonight because I got a podcast that's not happening anymore, which is I'm still friends with everyone. It's not drama there. It's just I'm upset about it. And I have to deal with something that happened on someone else's Discord that has nothing to do with me, that he is in everyone's chat. But whenever something happens, they want to bring it here, drama here. I control what happens on my Discord, my DM group, which has been the best goddamn DM group since certain people aren't there anymore, because I don't want people talking about drama in the DM group. I don't. Okay? I don't want people talking about drama in the Discord. And I don't want people's personal drama aired out on a live stream. And when there's an accusation, I do research it behind the scenes. Just because you haven't seen me on air research it doesn't mean I don't care. And I love you all. Okay?
Let's all sing Christmas carols.
Who's breathing hard?
Yeah, just be positive.
Okay.
Let's take it to the max. Like, be positive.
You know what, Hans? I am declining you to air this out on because I don't want blood sports tonight. And I had a whole show planned on movie talk. All right. I apologize. I'm declining. You know.
I'm telling you, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is just. But I'm not in a good mood right now. I'm really not. And my video content, I had no issues with whatsoever. That was my opinion. You could disagree with it. You could think I'm crazy.
It was light and airy, man.
Yeah.
I was
no,
everybody
Brian, I'm
else
not
brought
upset.
up the other shit, man.
No, I'm not upset with you. I'm not. I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. If it's that private, I don't want to talk about it on air.
I mean, it's
Doesn't
none of
that
my
make
business,
sense?
and I have my own personal opinions on the situation, which I keep to myself. You know, which everyone else should, unless the parties
Why is the
agree.
chat in the dark?
You know what I mean?
Because I respect people's privacy. And
Because
if
we're
I
not trying to
talked
blow
about
all
it,
this shit out of
It's not
proportion.
it's
Just
not the
somebody
chat's
talk
business,
Terminator.
and I fucked up by bringing it up in the chat.
Right.
That's
So-
I'm admitting to
so
that.
when- so
so
when
that's
I
that's
love
that.
you, Jimbo. I love you and RJ. But when you say, "How can I help?" What happened? That is a horrible thing to do on air. It really is. I'm sorry.
And I apologize for that.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll try movie talk one more time.
Yeah. Well, this is a private matter. Like,
Restart. You want to play the intro again?
No.
Yes.
How with this? How with this? How with this?
No, Caden, you're not. This is
No.
what you're
No,
trying to help,
Caden,
and it
go-
doesn't.
Caden-
love everybody. Come on.
An RJ for this.
No, Kaden.
Has everybody seen Spirited? My God, what a good movie!
No,
It's
it was a woke
just
movie.
delightful.
Anthony,
It was woke as fuck.
I
The tournament's
apologize,
over?
RJ. I was probably referencing you to some earlier situation. I'm just saying, for an example, when you say what happened, that doesn't help. What's going on that happened. There's a reason I don't. There's a reason some streamers do not want to talk about everything on stream.
So blaming
Because
George
the
for
drama's
everything?
over.
No, it's not.
Wait, so we could talk about Kanye West
I wanted
right
to
now?
show you this.
What?
Oh, God.
I made this.
That's very nice,
Good
CJ.
work,
I made
CJ.
it digitally.
Awesome.
I like how CGH tries to lighten the mood by showing his stuff.
Okay.
Jaden
All right.
does that
Bad
better.
Boys
No
4. Are we still on 4? Who's here on board for Bad Boys? I never saw 3.
It's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I didn't see- I
It's,
didn't see
I
it.
it's
hear it's
happening.
good.
Willy-nilly.
I hear it's real good.
All 3 versions of Bad Boys are great movies. I enjoy them. I own them.
I
Jerry,
didn't see the last one.
I want to see it.
think
Comments
it
on Will
should
Smith
be.
returning to the franchise.
It was on HBO Max, but probably off. I don't know.
Okay. So recently spoke with Hollywood Reporter about Smith returning for another sequel in the buddy cop action series. When asked if there's a viable path forward for Bad Boys 4 with Will Smith attached, Bruckheimer offered some encouraging words. Absolutely. I mean, Will made a mistake, unfortunately. That's not who he is. He's a phenomenal actor, and there's always forgiveness in the world, and hopefully the audience will forgive him. I really like his words there. I think I'm at that. I think I'm at that part with Will Smith too.
People are acting like he stabbed someone. God,
No,
damn.
so like, he killed him. He shoot him in the head or
He's just
something.
like, oh my god! Like,
Yeah, all right, it was
act
shitty
like
what he
he-
did, but it's fine. It's done with.
Yeah, move on.
Bro. If you made Bad Boys 4 next year, then yeah, hell yeah. I watched that shit 30,000 times.
If you look at it, it doesn't justify violence towards anyone else. But if you look at Will Smith during that time on his reality show on YouTube, he was putting himself under too much pressure.
Yeah, he
it
was
doesn't
going through a
justify
lot
it, but
emotionally,
man,
and like he like
You notice
if you watch the
private chat?
documentary like of the book, he was clearly going through like an emotional, vulnerable time, and still was. And then a joke was made about someone close to him, and and there's a built-up emotional rage right there.
Listen,
It's like it was wrong for Chris Rock to make that joke, and it was wrong for him to slap him. But we can move on.
I don't even think it was wrong for Chris Rock to
It
make that
wasn't wrong.
joke.
No,
but
it was
like,
a light joke.
But I mean, and obviously people have sensitivity towards issues that they're dealing with, like hair loss and alopecia and all that sort of stuff, right? Like I understand the animus from being the butt of that kind of a joke. I get it, and I understand that absent all of the other context around Will Smith, him jumping up and slapping Chris Rock is that it's not cool. Fine, people do as evidenced by the bulk of tonight's stream, people do not cool shit all the time. But at a certain point, you have to take it for what it is. It's human behavior, imperfect creatures, and then just move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm ready. I'll
be there.
I also want to see Emancipation. I think it might be out on Apple Plus already. I don't know.
I think it is. I thought it was, considering I've been seeing a lot of marketing for it.
It is on Apple Plus already. You could get if you click Will Smith bio, you get Apple Plus for 2 months for free. Right.
Okay.
I
don't know, Crazy Joe, are you on board for Will Smith coming back for Bad Boys 4? Are you a bad boy?
I've seen 1/3 of the Bad Boys movies, and I liked the one I saw. But now I don't know. Sure, you know what movie I really want to see Will Smith make a sequel to? I've been waiting years, and they said they were going to do it. And then I don't know what happened. I want a Hancock sequel.
Oh yeah,
Hancock was so much fun.
That made the same amount.
I guess he's
that
not
made a
gonna
lot of
be
money.
Deadshot anymore.
No, I think you never know. James, it's up to James Gunn. Although he's bringing back, I can't say never mind. But I will see Bad Boys 4. I don't like the Oscar thing. He's been from the Oscar for 10 years. He still could win another award.
That's crazy. 10 years? That's crazy.
He's not banned from the Golden Globe, though.
He is not banned. That is true, yeah. That is true.
Oh,
So,
that's
he's
crazy.
on
Nobody wants that.
I mean,
But the thing is,
yeah.
it's like
He
being
still could win
banned
the
from
one.
the ceremony of the Oscars. Is that really a punishment? Like, I feel
No,
like the
it's
Oscar
not.
ceremony is the real punishment, and he's just like, he can still get nominated, he can still win,
Okay.
He's
He
just
could
not.
win. He could
He can't,
win
yeah,
the
he
war
just
right
can't show
now.
up.
He can't
Hans,
show up. Yeah.
Hans, I will give you. I'm gonna call you on my personal. I think it'd be better if I call you sometime. I am. I don't know if we should get into it tonight though or not.
We're
Can
cool,
we get
Hans.
yeah,
My
Hans.
brother.
Chat and
No.
panel. I'm sorry. Let's something very personal. Let me
I
get
love you,
emotions.
Hans.
I sincerely apologize. Unfortunately, I
Yeah.
cannot go into why.
Don't you
Yeah,
ever forget.
and I don't want to discuss it on air. I'll call you your friend for years. You know, I have friends on.
It's okay,
Listen,
Hans
a
Zimmer.
lot of my friends go at each other. I can't help it anymore. and
No,
that
this is
causes
very
me
true.
stress.
Max is such a middleman. I feel. I
Yeah.
kind of feel bad for him.
And
About
people-
Shut up,
Oh,
Ryan.
Yeah, you. Gosh darn it.
You all stink.
Joe, you.
And people
I can't even.
do stuff to me that I can't control. I do want everyone to love everyone. I do, but people don't love each other.
Yeah, you're Jackie Boone. You are.
Can we do the mailbag?
Oh,
No,
God.
thank you, Kick
Well,
yourself.
we're talking about
do
Bad
that?
Boy. Yes, Hans. Let's
God,
make
Phil,
some
Hans,
time.
man.
Can we make some time tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have
Y'all
so
should
much.
play video game together.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have so much
We
going
should
on.
all
I
just
have to get.
make
Do you have
sweet
a- do
love,
you have a-
Hans.
We have company coming tomorrow, so I have to I have to do my chores.
Well, the
Whipped.
WWE
Whipped.
thing isn't free anymore, so that sucks.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
I'm
What?
sorry, man.
The game, it's not free anymore. It was a
Well,
limited time,
Woke.
so it means I had to buy it.
Why game?
I'm broke.
Oh, well,
Send me money.
and I spent a lot of fucking money on birthday gifts. I mean,
Buy
gifts
the
yesterday,
merch.
fucking cards.
Okay, CJ.
I have merch.
We know you have merch. We know you have merch.
March.
I don't
Merch,
think
merch.
I'm like emotionally spent tonight. If Hans, if you really want to talk tonight, I'll talk to you. But I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll call him.
I told him, and he'll join after the stream or something like that, and you
Okay.
can get this settled if
All right.
you are willing to.
Yeah. I'm always willing to talk to everybody.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
am.
If you think about,
Yeah.
if you think about
Max
it
never
like,
wants to talk to me.
like get him
All
done
right,
for
well,
10
Bad Boys
years.
4. I want to actually watch Bad Boys 3 now. And go. I think I
Let
don't
me
even watch
see.
Bad Boys 2.
Man,
Let me look it up. Where's Bad Boys 3? What's streaming?
Have I been
right
sleeping on the Bad Boys franchise?
now? It's a
Yeah.
very
I
good
think so.
franchise.
Probably.
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay.
I mean, you often sleep.
That's
you
that's crazy.
you have to be awake, Max, right? So
All right. So
We
Let
should
me-
play Killing Instinct though tonight.
we'll see.
Or
We'll see.
Injustice
CJ.
2.
I don't want to promise something. I'm very spent emotionally right now. All right, here. Let's bring this up. Good news. Cavill's Wolverine. I don't know what the hell is this.
What the fuck is this?
Deep fake. That looks bad.
Oh,
I don't
deep
like
fake.
it.
That looks
That
awful.
is horrible.
Yeah.
God, it looks like
God,
hope
what
like
the
your
hell?
hope is like your car keys.
I watched. I
I don't
watched
know,
the.
the deep fake looks cool, but the fact that
It looks like
he's
the beginning
Wolverine
of
is stupid.
Justice League.
Marvel could do better defake than that. Come on, bro.
I mean, he's gonna be. Isn't he producing? Isn't he serving at a producer capacity for the Warhammer stuff?
He's starring
everything.
He's starring
This
in-
just a deep.
That's
Someone
correctly.
just did a deep fake. Someone just did a deep
I
fake.
mean,
That's
can
all.
he join Marvel as a Wolverine? Sure, but
You can if he has time.
the Kinsman guys is
You
up
know
for the
who
running
The
for
Rock
Wolverine.
could be
No,
in the
please,
MCU?
no.
Absorber
No.
Man.
Holy Jesus, shoot me in the leg! Oh my God.
Here's some
The,
great
the guy
news.
with the wrecking ball, you know.
You know, Rock's
The Rock is a
period.
The Rock is a
Here's-
failure.
Here's some great news. Spider-Man 2 reveals Disney XD Spectacular
It's not
Spider-Man.
Disney
Plus-
XP, bro. I hate when they say that shit.
Well, but
I was
Spectacular
just
Spider-Man
Spectacular
is,
Spider-Man.
is a great
I was
series.
just listening
Yes.
to that song over and
Oh,
over.
we know people's gonna complain. It's like, oh my God, he should have been in the movie longer. Blah blah. It's like, bro, he was only there for a quick cameo and a voiceover, and that's it.
I hope that means Spider-Man and his amazing friends show up too.
What if
No, he's not.
Legos?
And
What if
next
Lego
movie.
Spider-Man shows up and then his legs fall off?
Next
And he
movie,
has to put it back together.
the next one, not this one. The next one.
Are you guys are you hype about this? Look at this.
Oh, I
Look at
am.
old
I am.
Spider-Man.
I think it looks cool so far.
100%.
Do you know
I'm
that
hyped.
PS1 Spider-Man is in this movie? Because
Yeah.
if you watch the trailer, the PS1 Spider-Man is
He
in
really
there.
went all out, man. Look at that.
I mean, it's the
I
Spider
just,
Verse.
I just want to
Is it
say,
this one?
like, I'm excited to see Spectacular, probably more so than any other Spider-Man.
What
even
if
it's for
this
a
is
brief
where
moment.
Toby and Andrew went
Oh,
after
no.
No Way Home?
No. They should. Fuck! I can say.
Listen. We talk about things that get canceled. Spectacular Spider-Man was something that got unfairly canceled. That was
Yeah,
a
it's because
fantastic
of the
Spider-Man
rights
cartoon.
issues. Right issues.
Yeah, that was a fantastic Spider-Man cartoon.
The '90s show was better.
No,
I didn't like the
Yeah.
90s
Ninety
show.
show was better. 90 show was a classic.
The '90s
I
show was like
disagree.
the first ever cinematic universe that Marvel ever did.
That was the most. That shit was dookie.
They had like
Spectacular Spider-Man
Fantastic
was a perfect
Four.
combination
It
of
was
the
part of the
original
X-Men universe. Yeah, the
1960s
X-Men were in
comics.
that universe.
They have X-Men. They had Iron Man. They were all
Actually,
connected.
you could see that. I mean, you could see that version of Spider-Man show up in
Had a cool
X-Men
intro, too.
97.
Spider Carnage, have him show up.
I'd love to see the 70s Japanese TV series Spider-Man show up.
No, he is. He's in there. He's in there.
Oh, really? With the giant robot?
With
Oh,
the
that's
Tommy
great.
gun?
With the character, but not the robot.
Yes, it
The
was Mighty
Sandman
Ray.
season 2 Netflix. I haven't seen Sandman yet. I need to.
I loved Sandman. I thought it was
Pretty
awesome.
good. I'm halfway through. It's really
It's
good.
great.
Yeah,
it's great.
it is. It is a fun show to watch.
My
I know
wife
David
watched it without me,
Zaslav
but
was.
it looks really good.
I know Zaslav was mad that Netflix didn't pay them, which is like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, they're gonna pay your bitch ass. Relax, boy.
Well, he was just using that as like a bargaining mechanism for cutting WBD a better deal in the future.
Like, bro, like you make money if you sell these shows. You will make money, of course. Netflix is gonna pay whatever the amount they want. Like, just
Wow,
get the money.
Avatar: The Way of Water cast member Eddie Felco filmed her scene 4 years ago.
What?
Isn't that weird that you 4 years later?
For
Well, Max,
Spider. Like
Max, they started filming this.
started when he was 12, and then like he was doing stuff when he was 12, and then 14, and then 16.
Oh, thank you, Jimbo, for being a member.
Bro,
I
they
appreciate
shot the
it,
movie
man.
in 2017, man.
Max,
That's a long
they
time
start-
ago.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like
about
they
to say.
they shot
problem,
this
no
movie a
problem.
while ago. Like,
Saggy's here for.
Saggy
You missed
that's
him. You missed him.
Okay.
Everybody's chill now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's chill.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried my best. But
I know
everybody
he
went
was
slow.
hyping it, man.
I was hyping it.
I don't know. This next article might be spoilers.
Spoilers
For what? Wait, spoilers for what?
Deadpool 3.
It's not spoilers.
Wow.
Because of the Deadpool 2 cable time
yeah,
travel
it
machine.
already
That's not,
told us
yeah.
what Deadpool 3 was gonna be about in Deadpool 2 at the end, and then Deadpool 3, like with the casting of Hugh Jackman, it confirmed it.
Mojo is the
Low-key-
villain for this.
The low key stuff.
Well, traveling, timelines would make sense, especially since Cable was in the second one, right?
Yes, he was. Cable give Deadpool the time travel device at the end of Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and then Mobius will get him.
We don't want to screw with the Logan timeline, which is important to me, and I think probably the fans too. So, there's lots of things they could do where it's not gonna taint the.
You might see Loki in it too.
Like the thing is, as we learned in Loki, is that like any event that like swerves off the main event causes a new timeline. So, like Logan is one timeline, and this Deadpool 3 event is another. Like,
yep.
So,
this version of Logan could be the Wolverine version that we saw in 2013. That version of Logan, or the Origins Wolverine version of Logan. It could be either those two versions of Logan.
You don't want to see that, I promise you.
What if we get
Matt-
Sabretooth again?
Matt is here. What the heck?
We could get two. We could get two servitudes.
Okay.
he probably
can have my spot, boss. I'm gonna take
was
off.
gonna
No,
come
I'm
up
gonna
with me.
bounce actually because I gotta
Oh,
get to bed. So if he wants my spot, he can take
Okay,
it.
thanks, George. I
George.
appreciate it. Oh, go sub to George. He's a great guy,
Have a good sleep.
great part of the community. I love you, George.
Oh, I love you too. I love you too, Max, and I love everyone on here as well. So enjoy your
I
evening,
hate
everyone.
George.
I feel
Well,
I hate
thanks,
him with my
Caden.
guts.
Thank you. enjoy your evening,
Happy
everyone.
holidays,
All right,
my
you
man.
too.
Happy
Have a good
holidays.
night, man. In the skies of the.
Hello, Matt. Are you here for Terminator talk?
I heard there was a talk happening,
Okay.
but I don't know. I was watching 2002 Scooby Doo and laughing. So.
You think this should make a sequel to Scooby Doo?
CJH had me watch that. I'm sorry, CJH. That was the worst watch party you made me do. I didn't like it. I like the cast, but towards the end of that movie, it was like unbearable for me.
You don't like what was it, Spooky Island?
No.
How do you
You
not
don't
like
Wow.
that?
How
This
do you-
movie's so funny. Scrappy
It's
was the
Scrappy
villain.
Doo.
What?
Like that was the
Yes.
best part of it.
That Rick Moranis was supposed to be the villain.
Oh, Matt, the
It's
best
so
part
bad.
of it is Linda Cardellini.
Well, listen, I'm not going to argue with you on that one. When they
What do you
made
mean,
Velma
Hawkman?
hot, I was just like, yeah, I forgot how much, because I worked at a drive-in when that movie came out, so we had it playing twice a night for like a couple weeks, and so every time it got to that part, all of us would stop and be like, yeah.
You think they should make a third one?
Yeah. Get James Gunn to write a third movie.
Film
Bring back the
Goblin,
cast.
I apologize, but every time you
Film
ask,
Goblin
we're
too
already
much,
full.
too
We're
much,
already
too much,
full
too much, too
every
much.
time you ask.
Not to
We
the
have,
next
we have
step,
another
next step.
person waiting to get in. Justin,
Oh.
can you put an image on your screen or something? I don't like. I pet peeve of mine.
He's
is the
driving,
blank
Max.
image.
I think he's driving.
Oh,
He's driving.
hold on. Maybe I could use a different avatar. Is that better?
Yeah,
Just to get there?
there you go. Yes.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it fucks up. Okay, my bad.
I like that background you got.
Yeah.
Very
Um,
nice.
Well, to recap this earlier stuff, Matt, James Cameron said that he's in talks to do a reboot, but it's going to be focused more on AI instead of Terminator's Gone Crazy. But that does not make me sound good to me. But then I still like I trust James Cameron though. If they do it.
I mean, I personally, I don't think they should do another Terminator. I feel like if you're not going to follow the Dark Fate timeline, I'm not interested in wanting them to continue it.
Disney
Because
doesn't want that.
Okay,
if they don't follow the Snyderverse, you're not want. Oh, you're checking out. I mean, I'm just kidding.
no, because they've already run that one into the ground for years, so I'm okay with them to move on from that. I mean, I think it's for the best. Do we really need a Black Adam 2? No. No.
I need a Black Adam.
Wait.
We don't need woke
I would
Adam.
like a Black Adam 2 if they improve the story and kind of the dialogue. If they do that, I'm all game. But after this one, no, I didn't like the dialogue, and the story I felt was extremely generic. I would love to see more Black Adam. I love Black Adam's character, but I just don't like the way it was truly done in the film. I thought it was really just weird, and I think they could do better. And I hope we get like a JSA movie at sometime as well, if that's even a thought. But I still think it'd be a cool idea. And since like they might be doing like a reboot or like doing something, they could do some things with Dr. Fate.
Did I pass out or something and miss something? Where did we start talking about Black Adam 2? I thought it was like we were talking about Terminator.
Yeah, that's what
happening.
Oh, well, that's
Oh, because Max mentioned the Snyderverse because he can't go.
I heard
further
Black
without
Adam and I had to
mentioning
give
it.
my 2 cents.
I don't even know how
I
that
don't
happened.
remember what just happened, honestly.
You did say Snyderverse.
I legit thought I was having a stroke or something. I was like, what is that? What?
I knew exactly what was happening.
I did it as a joke because Matt said because they're not doing the Dark Fate storyline, I'm not interested. I'm like, that sounds like me with the Snyderverse.
I mean, look, will I watch it? Yeah, I'm gonna watch everything, but it's like I'm just kind of tired of it in regards to like they promised us Terminator Genesis was gonna be a trilogy, and they had slated it for 2017 and 2019.
Well, that's typical Fox though. Fox always live.
Well, it's just like all right. Well, because that was done through Skydance because Skydance is the one who had the rights to it.
Yeah.
So, and then now the rights have kind of gone back to Cameron. It's still a little bit of a mixed bag due to the whole Gale and Hurd thing. And we don't know. I mean, personally, look, like if he's writing and directing a Terminator movie, then I'm on board, but it's like, if he's writing it and he's only producing it and then he gets into it with the director during post-production and throws him under the bus, when I feel like what Tim Miller brought to Dark Fate was a lot of heart. Because he did the same thing with Deadpool, and so I just feel it's like, all right, but then Cameron brought a lot of heart to Avatar. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, one thing at a time, I guess.
Maybe he could bring back Tim Miller.
What was it? I am curious though, Matt. You enjoyed Dark Fate?
Immensely.
Okay, yeah. I will admit this. I stopped when John Connor died, and I will never watch the rest of it. I'm not on board with that, but that's me. So if it worked for you, fantastic. But I will agree with you that, the Terminator franchise is just, it's done, and it's just getting ridiculous.
Callie.
I just have one.
Speaking.
It's okay. That's probably why they started barking.
Bro, give her food, bro. Like damn.
But I do have a question to pose to everyone. Like, how many times can James Cameron continue to promise that this is going to be the real Terminator 3 or whatever, or do another one, blah blah blah, before you just get exhausted to the point where you're like, you know what? Maybe you should just be done with it. Maybe it's just not in the cards.
See, I got the real Terminator 3. It's called Terminator 3. I love that movie.
I don't mind that. I've seen that 100 times. I don't mind it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Have you seen
No,
the
I
TV
liked
version?
T3 quite a bit. I did.
I agree with
version of
Justin here.
Terminator?
Don't do anything. Let it be what it is. Don't do
I've seen all those movies. Most of them are okay. I'm perfectly fine with just watching Terminator 1 and 2 over and over again, to be honest. Like, if he wants to do a new one, I'm sure I'll go watch that too.
I like all the Terminator movies.
Nothing's going to top that first one. So,
I think James Cameron should just do Top Gun style, like bring back everybody. And just,
They tried, and then they tried that with Dark Fate, but then they just
that movie doesn't matter.
If something screwed up every single time. So I don't know.
Well, they kind of pulled like a Han Solo situation with Dark Fate, where they did definitively kill the Terminator at the end of that movie. But then again, that wasn't even the Terminator. That was just another T-100 model.
Yeah.
And the thing is, people get mad about the John Connor thing, but I'm like, it's like this to me. I'm like, if you like Terminator 2, then the opening of Terminator Dark Fate should not be that shocking. Because if Skynet sent back the T-1000 in order to, again, kill John Connor, they're not going to stop at that point in time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, history doesn't just it's think of it like a ripple effect. It takes time to get there, essentially. Right? Like, if we're going to talk about the concept of time travel, but we're also going to have to look at it through different pocket universes, and you could argue the multiverse theory and things like that. So it's like they sent things back to a central point in time. They're going to continue sending things.
I understand that. I'm not going to reject everything like that you said, because that makes sense. However, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the way it was done before the title crawl. No. The way it was done was terrible. But I don't disagree with your overall point, though. But yeah, I appreciate that.
I can't help it, Saggy. I like your comments.
Yeah.
Well, did you like the fact at least that they got Edward Furlong to come back and play John Connor again for that scene?
He didn't really.
I mean, it was him doing the mocap. It was him doing the mocap.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing, though. Like, that was great.
How much he got paid for that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Hopefully enough. I mean, that guy's been struggling. I just wish he was in the movie as an adult. That I could have maybe been on board if he was in the movie, like adult John Connor, Edward Furlong. I would have been on board. Not killing him off as a child. No.
Well, I mean, the problem with time travel is, like, once you unleash that demon, it's always there, right? It's like it's always a trope. Once you do a time travel movie, it's like, well, what's to stop it from happening again? It's just kind of like that's kind of the whole side of it.
Right.
And I get that. I mean, I enjoy T3. I remember in the summer of 2003 when that dropped. It came out a week after Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, that was a big month for us at the drive-in. And I watched T3. I can't even tell you how many times. I thought the ending was ballsy as fuck. Like, let's nuke the Earth. Like, you didn't see that.
Yeah.
You didn't see that in movies back then. Like,
Right. I like
even
it.
in, like, what was it? Even in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the movie that came out like in 2006 or whatever.
Christopher Nolan is doing.
Right? They had to save Earth at the end of that movie for general audiences who didn't want to come out of there thinking, well, Earth is gone. So they took the ending of the fourth book and they put it at the end of the first movie in order just to repair it, so people didn't think that they were dead in that universe. It's crazy. I mean, like, it's a ballsy ending in that movie, and I really appreciate it. Plus, the action was pretty top notch.
I always say Terminator 3 had the ending that James Cameron didn't have the balls to have in Terminator 2.
I mean,
Crazy Joe, you really live up to your name, bro.
No, it's a ballsy ending. But again, what we're talking about here though is like, he lost the rights to Terminator. So it's like he was able to do 1 and 2, and then he lost the rights to that in the divorce with Linda Hamilton, I think. And there's also Gail Ann Hurd had her rights because she co-wrote the story or co-came up with the story back for the first movie. So there's a bunch of rights issues, and it gets sold around.
Rich.
Like
he's rich though.
He's rich, but he still like had to wait for those rights to expire to go.
He might
back
be
to
rich,
him.
but he doesn't have the rights.
Yeah, I mean, he could have bought them and shit, but he went on to go do Avatar. Like personally, I would have I would have rather have seen another True Lies movie or something.
He went on to
We
do.
should get that right now.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I will say back to the Dark Fate talk. Like you were talking about, Matt. That nothing is going to stop the T-1000 to keep going and back and trying to kill John Connor. I'm fine with that, but and possibly succeeding. Maybe explore that in that movie. That could have won it for me. That like his whole entire life, like he's trying to dodge all these new ones that keep coming back, and he's like at some point maybe like at third act,
Well, what I would have liked to have known is so they approached the Terminator franchise with Dark Fate the same way they actually approached Avatar. He put together a writer's room and they wrote all 3 scripts. They wrote out the entirety of this new trilogy. They plotted it from beginning to end. So what we saw in Dark Fate was only the beginning. Just like with Avatar: The Way of Water, what we've seen is only the beginning of these next few movies. So it's like we know that shit's going to be going down, but he's laying the groundwork to get there, which is what Terminator Dark Fate was up to. So like I would love to know like what's the rest of that story. Like either it be a graphic novel or hell a novella, it could be a whatever. Just because I think it'd be really cool to know where they wanted to take that so we'd have an idea about what it is that we missed out on. I mean, look, it's never going to happen, but it would be kind of nice to get conclusions on that front.
I felt the same way about Genesis because everybody was like, well, Genesis sucked. And I'm like, well, do we know that it sucked? We don't know where it was going yet. It was setting something up and we don't know what it was setting up yet.
I didn't like the John Connor twist in Genesis. I didn't like that they put that in the fucking trailers.
Oh yeah. No,
right. But I didn't, but see, the cool thing was with Genesis, I avoided all the trailers until I saw the movie. And it was after I saw the movie that I caught some of the trailers and I saw the twist in the trailer. And I was like, oh my God, that's so messed up. But I will say though, that I think Emilia Clarke and Jai Courtney did good in their respective roles. I thought they had a lot of great chemistry. I love seeing Emilia Clarke. I think I've been a Jai Courtney fan since the first season of Spartacus.
That's how you get casted.
What a good show.
Captain Boomerang.
I was down with like what they were attempting to do with Genesis, and I liked what they tried. But again, it's like what was it? Salvation. It's like they set things up with Salvation to kind of like lead us into them sending the Terminator back. And then they didn't go anywhere with it, even though I think Salvation did okay in the summer of 2009 when it came out.
Yeah, maybe the problem is just that there are too many dumb decisions that are made in these first installments. And yeah, we won't be able to find out where it's going, but you have to stick the landing in the first one. Like you just have to. That's kind of the challenge, but they keep screwing it up somehow.
Or people, well, the thing with Dark Fate, though, is, again, I do believe there was a negative social media approach to that because there were the leaks that came out ahead of time. And the Fandom Menace was running that into the ground.
Doomcock?
It wasn't like it was Jeremy, it was Nerdrotic, all those guys. They were just out there all the time going like, they killed John Connor, they say fuck you to the fans. And so, like, I knew that going into the movie, and I wasn't necessarily happy about that when I went in to go see it. But it happened, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then they did it, and I was like, God damn. But then I was fine with the rest of the story. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I hope this is true. I'm sorry.
Bro,
that'd be great.
Fake news.
Oh, man. Let me tell you, Sam Rockwell is one of my man crushes.
This Twitter account.
He's awesome.
I liked him in Iron Man too.
That Twitter account is bullshit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can happen, but don't take this Twitter account to use grain of salt.
Confirmed next year D23.
That's the biggest letdown I had for 3 is they set his character up and then we never got to.
Well, isn't he supposed to be in Armor Wars?
That's what it
No,
said.
He was arrested. He was arrested, but then
He was
again, we obviously
arrested.
know he could break out. But I like that they kind of moved in a different direction.
You might see him in the
one shot
Thunderbolts.
with Mandarin.
Yeah, he was in the watch shot for Mandarin. Yeah.
Yeah, and his little lover.
Trevor.
I want to see more of him as
I hope they bring him back.
Violent Night has already received a
They
digital
will.
release, now available for rent or purchase.
Yep.
Damn,
How
Dropped
much
today.
is it?
I bought it.
How much
20
is it to rent?
25.
like 20
well, 25.
20 bucks.
25 to
20 bucks.
buy, 20 to rent. So
Ah.
5 more bucks.
Oh,
and
you
own
may
it.
as well buy it. Well, who would rent it for $20?
That's why they
Silly.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
I
see
mean,
it.
it might
but
get a
not-
sequel. It might
not
get a
There,
sequel.
check the private chat, Max, when you get the chance.
Oh boy.
I got to admit, I was very surprised with Violent Night. It was great.
Great movie.
It was so good.
It's a great movie. I had a lot of fun watching it.
Yeah, that's one I'm glad I saw with a live audience, because when it got to there's so many kills that got a reaction out of the audience. And even the Cocaine Bear trailer that played in front of it had the audience laughing all the way through. And I thought that was great, like to actually have that visceral reaction again. But
Yeah.
I thought David Harbour was great. I want to know more about the story. I want to know more about the world. And I liked that it had a hopeful message, even though it was completely full of carnage.
He was a sincere Santa Claus. Like, I think he's one of the
He
best
was,
Green
yeah.
Santas ever. Like,
He
could
was
put him in a-
fantastic.
Yeah.
They were somehow able to stick a landing of Christmas, and it made you feel good at the end, like you would when you saw a good, Christmas movie as a kid. Somehow they managed to do that. I don't know how, but they did it, and I want more. I want more movies like that.
Well, I think a part of it was because it was David Harbour's interpretation of that character, which is like, when I was going into it, I didn't really quite know what to expect of it. I thought it was going to be like a super campy, character that didn't really have an arc or even more than 2 dimensions. But no, he was actually a 3-dimensional character with like a real somewhat relatable, character arc. And it was fascinating. It was endearing to see. Like, it was a great role for him. I loved seeing him in it. And when you find out more about like his origin story, like, it's hilarious and awesome. And just made me have a good time with it.
Will we get a sequel?
I believe
Yes.
so, because $20 million budget and it did 35 million domestic.
Oh yeah.
And
They've already started. They've already announced that they've started work on it.
And they wanted
Oh, really?
Pre-production. Yeah, I saw that as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Violent Night Writers want lots of
he
sequels
should've-
leading to
well,
crazier and crazier things.
Yeah.
Well, he be
I don't-
shooting
I don't know.
Thunderbolts and
I
even
think
Stranger Things.
what they should do with this stuff, how like the Rise of Guardians, or with it,
Oh, that was a good movie.
make
Have
a-
like Santa and like
Yeah,
Cupid and like the
make-
Easter Bunny, and they all have to like team up to
Yes,
take on.
do that.
So it's gonna be like the MCU for like fantasy
Dude,
creatures.
You know what? Fuck it. Like, do it. Just do it. Man.
I'm not sure about that. Like, well, maybe. Well, let's entertain
If you
it
can
for a
write
second.
it, if you can write it the right way and bring the right actors to have their interpretations be endearing enough, like, because
Yeah.
that's part of it too. Like, what you have to love about David Harbour is he's just like, I don't want to. This isn't my fight. I'm just trying to get out of here. I'm stuck.
Hey, J-Pod, it's been a long time.
And then
Mark
they just went
Ruffalo.
like, then he
Oscar
starts
Isaac
talking to
or
that girl.
Pedro Pascal is the Easter Bunny.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go
No,
ahead.
it's all good. I'm just saying I got to go in a
Mark
second. I have my
Ruffalo.
stream,
Mark Ruffalo.
but Violent Night is one of my favorite films I've seen this year. So
Awesome.
Well, on the
Uh,
other side of the coin from Violent Night, you know what is just unwatchable? The Mean One, the Grinch horror movie.
Really?
haven't seen it yet.
Haven't seen it.
CGI blood. See, every time somebody dies, fake CGI blood.
No.
It's not. It's the nearest place it's playing near me is 60 miles away, and literally a mall in a town that's dead. I'm not even making that up. Like, it's between Portland and Seattle, and it's like the mall is dead, the town is dead, but they've got it playing at the cinema there, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not making that drive.
That's
I'm
a
sorry.
haunted showing. I assure you, that is a haunted showing.
is.
Joe, but
Oh,
the,
no,
the budget's
like-
only $1 million, Joe, so they can't do that much.
Was the budget only $1 million? Because like I know it went through.
No, I'm joking.
What is it? Small screen, Because I had talked about requesting a screener on a stream, and
didn't got
James
it?
from Small Screen. I didn't get it, but Small Screen got an interview with the director, and they gave him my information to reach out to me to talk to me. But they also didn't get a screener because they were afraid of piracy. And I'm like, dude, you want people to pirate this movie, man. I'm telling you, like, that's going to get the conversation going. But I'm just waiting because they were supposed to put it out for free to watch on December 15th. But because of Terrifier 2 success, they decided to put it in theaters. And it's actually been doing okay because it's been expanding to more and more theaters. People are going to check it out. But I have not heard one single good thing about it.
It's 24% from the critics and 49% from the audience on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. So it's like,
it doesn't work as a horror movie and it doesn't work as a comedy. It just doesn't work.
But how is the Grinch? Because the guy playing him does Art the Clown, and I just love his portrayal of Art the Clown.
The makeup's good. I mean,
Okay.
he brings something to it,
But it's just not, the kills aren't good, and it's just not good.
No, like, I mean, the jokes are obvious. Like, I mean, it's all like puns where they reference something that's related to Dr. Seuss. Like, that's like all the jokes. And the horror doesn't work either because it's all, which I don't understand. Like, I mean, I understand it's a low budget movie, but Sam Raimi was able to make up a batch of fake blood in 1980 and go into the woods. And it's like, now we're doing cartoon
It's a
blood?
different time period, Joe.
No, you think that like fake blood is easy to make. Like, you can buy it from like you can get red paint. Like,
Yeah, but the problem with fake blood for a low production is the cleanup. Like, if you're doing multiple takes with fake blood, resetting,
I've got a quick story about that, and then I got to go. So back in 2005, when I was in film school, I had written like a Pulp Fiction-esque 3-part story that had interconnecting scenes, right? We're just interconnecting short films, and I played this Russian assassin named Igor. And so I wrote myself to get shot in the movie, and I had like gone out and like built a squib kit. And so I tried testing it, but like, it's not going to look the best unless we're in a place. So we set it up. Everyone brings up we're in this girl's apartment, right? We're in this one girl's apartment. And everyone puts up like tarp and everything else, and they bring up everything else. And then we pump it, but we over pump it, right? We over pump the shot. And so I'm holding the gun and it goes off, and they shot it in slow-mo and it looks amazing. You just see like the blood spray out of my chest, and like I'm wearing a white tux shirt, and it just covers my arm, and it looks amazing. But the problem though is it literally shot everywhere except where we had the freaking tarps.
The tarp.
And so like even at the end of the night, like we were cleaning all the gear out, and I'm talking to the girl, and I'm just like, hey, listen, I'm really sorry. I noticed that there was some of the blood got into your bathroom, which was clear on the other side of the apartment. It shot above and over, hit the ceiling, hit the floor, hit everything. And she's like, it's okay. We're moving out in 2 weeks anyway. We don't care about the security deposit. I'm like, all right, great.
Nice.
It's gonna look like somebody was murdered there.
I am trying to find anyone who still has a copy of it, because I actually don't. But I would, if once I get it, I will show it. I'll do a stream where we'll watch all 3 parts. I wrote all 3 parts. I directed one of them. I produced it, and I'm in it. And it's
How about making a movie?
terrible.
You guys
It's
do
terrible.
realize he's talking about the porn he was in, right?
No, I shot. No,
It was something
James
else.
Gunn has a sexy
Jeez.
voice.
You're not
Jesus
James
Christ.
Gunn? Oh my god.
Well
Wait,
then,
James
there
Gunn,
we
that's
go.
not you.
No, it's just a lady with
Damn it.
saggy melons.
It's
Why do
just
you guys
another.
hate
It's
me?
just
Why do you guys
another
hate me?
anonymous
And it's
OnlyFans
saggy.
model. That's all it
Why,
is, folks.
why do you guys hate me? I'm trying to fix DC. Why do you hate me?
No. You're
Fire James Gunn.
What did I do? Why would you
Said
fire me?
nobody.
I gave you Guardians of the Galaxy. What do you mean? I
Oh.
can turn poop into gold.
Now's your chance, Max. You can voice
Guardians
your
of the
concern.
Galaxy was never poop.
All right.
No, but DC is
Yeah.
cool.
I'll see you guys. I got to dip, but
Bye, Matt.
Later.
Wow. Once James
Matt
Gunn
Jarbo
comes
is my
in,
biggest
I don't
hater.
hate James Gunn. I'm not James Gunn.
Why do you
Let's
hate me,
talk.
Mad Max?
Let's talk. I don't hate you. I don't like your decisions.
Max, I thought James Gunn
What
was your
decisions
father.
did I make that you didn't like, sir?
I think you're going the easy way out.
What's the
I
easy
think
way out,
there's
sir?
a lot. I think
There's no easy way
there's
out.
not. I don't think. I think your claims are what's best for the story are bullshit. I think finishing the story and including taking everyone along with the journey. The people that own the properties, Warner Brothers, the talent in front of and behind the camera, the audience.
That would need Zack Snyder
I
back.
think you should include everyone if you're going to say it's best for the story.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Sir, have you ever directed a movie a day in your life?
Well, I did, but I don't talk about it.
Okay.
No.
Have you did you ever direct a movie that didn't involve a woman naked and being the happy ending, sir?
It didn't involve. No, I'm just kidding.
So, sir,
It was a very good movie. It was called Great Grandma Gets Her Cookies. I definitely recommend it. I've seen it.
So, sir, are you telling me you know what's better in the movie directing industry than I do?
Yes. Yes.
So
Gunn.
I would like you to put up the money to make your own DC film, sir. I challenge you. If you think you
I
can do it
don't-
better than me, I want to see you do it yourself.
I don't have that money, James Gunn.
Well,
Sorry,
I have the money and the talent, sir. So I
you
think
can use
should trust
CGI
me.
blood.
Breaking news.
We have James Gunn here, Caden.
No,
Why are you
stop lying,
breaking
kid.
news?
Well, it's Zack Snyder breaking news.
No, it's not.
He's my friend. Zach is my.
Breaking news.
Tease me. It's about Rebel Moon, right?
Yes.
Oh.
A new picture
Oh.
from Rebel Moon.
When are they coming out with the trailer?
Wait,
Oh, wait,
are
I'm
they in
getting-
the Doctor Strange temple?
That's what I thought. I
Kinda
was
looks
like, wait,
like
that looks
it.
like
No, I think they're
Mandalorian,
in
and that looks
Wednesday
like-
Adams' bedroom.
That looks like.
Doctor Strange did it first.
Actually,
Is
Watchtower.
that Alfred?
Waldo
That's
Bedford.
Alfred.
It's Alfred.
Oh my
Is that
God,
a
guys!
is that a Nazi in the corner?
Yeah, right.
Guys, they're on the Death Star. That's Kylo
Hey,
Ren.
hey, guys, that's a diss at Geeks and Gamers.
Oh, Zack Snyder came here to fire you, Gunn.
Zach, I thought we were friends. What happened? Did you finally believe all the people calling me the P
I
word?
thought
Are you
that
going
we
with
thought that we thought that too, Gunn, until you trashed this whole universe.
Oh my God.
I didn't listen. Zach, we talked about this. You said, listen, I don't even care about the stupid stuff anymore. I'm doing Rebel Moon, and now you're saying I'm fired? Zach, we literally had this call last week.
We're working. Can you say I thought we were going to work together in the future, just not now?
Yeah, I did. Zach was all fine with it. He said he was busy with Rebel Moon. And he
Very
understood.
good meeting. Very good meeting. We're not
Yeah,
doing
we had a
anything
great
with you.
meeting. Now I'm fired. Zach, you can't fire me anyways. I'm in charge. I am the captain now. Look at me, Zach. Zack Snyder. Look at me. I'm the captain
I
now.
am the captain now.
This,
All right, this
has
was-
been so derailed.
This was not worthy of breaking news, Caden. This
Right,
is-
that wasn't breaking news.
Yeah, like who gives a fuck about Rebel Moon?
Oh, wait a second.
Whoa, whoa.
Now, Justin, you're talking about my friend Zach. I don't appreciate you saying that
I don't
in my
care. He said
presence.
make another zombie movie. That was cool.
Oh, you liked a zombie
You
movie, but you're not
will,
excited
baby.
for Rebel Moon? Did you like Sucker Punch?
That was fine.
Damn, George Lucas.
Okay.
What do you
Oof.
claim? Like,
Did you like the 300?
I never watched it.
Well, it's a good movie. You should give Zach a chance.
I'm actually more
George
interested in
Lucas.
I'm more interested in
George!
Rebel Moon than I am most other Zack Snyder
George
things, to
Lucas
be
is like,
perfectly
you know
honest.
what?
George, you can't. You don't even own Star Wars anymore, George.
Damn.
What are you talking about? You gave up. You sold your own property,
Gunn, are you
George.
from Boston?
You quit. You didn't even get fired, George. You quit like a
Oh.
bitch.
Oh,
Damn.
George, you've been retired. You don't come in here saying we're both fired. You quit. You quit, sir. I'm still in my prime. Just because I have gray hair doesn't mean I'm that old, George. I still got a few more years in me.
Just a few.
Whoa.
Hey, George, how's it feel knowing that you'll be worth more money when you finally kick the bucket?
wow, look at that.
Oh wow.
Aw.
Damn, James,
Wow.
come on. You're
That's
being
a little
toxic.
rough.
You just called out toxicity. Now you're being really toxic. Come on.
Look at Magic Mike Selma High. Woo.
Yes.
George knows what
final
happened
key.
back in. George knows what happened back in
I used to have a
1998.
huge crush on Selma
I
High.
am so on board with it.
All right, I haven't seen a
she's
single
strong,
film in the
shit.
Magic Mike
cool.
Mike
Fun
verse, but I'm
movies.
seeing this movie now. Now that I know that she's in it.
Isn't
Max
Selma
saw,
Hayek like 50 years old?
Max saw Magic Mike, the first one, and he did things for him, so he was very confused that year.
Oh shit, she's 56. What the fuck?
You didn't know Selma
she looks
Hayek was
like-
50? Yeah, she's
she's
good.
married.
I thought she was like 10 years younger.
You know
than that.
that.
No, she just looks
Is that
10
a
years
problem,
younger.
Devin?
She
Is
looks
that a-
like she looks
Is that
30
a
years younger.
problem? Is that a
You know
problem?
she's married
Devin?
to the guy who owns Balenciaga.
Yes, it's a problem, Max.
Why?
I am famously ageist.
Okay.
Devin,
Devin, can I ask
No
you a
problem
question,
for
Devin?
me. Woo.
Devin, can I
Yes.
ask you a question? I was
Yeah.
in the chat earlier. I mean, Saggy Melons was in the chat earlier, and I saw her
Oh.
comments. She was wondering what the hell you were doing. You looked very
Oh,
confused
God.
and puzzled when disappointed, so she assumed you were looking at her
Whoa!
OnlyFans page.
You don't want to see that.
Wait, just a what? When was
You
this?
had,
What was happening?
you had a look of disappointment and confusion on your face, and you looked very focused, and she assumed you found her OnlyFans page.
Oh, well, no. Much disappointment on that front. I was probably reading an article. There was an article I was reading while I was zoning out on whatever you guys were talking about. It was probably in relation to that. It's an article about some gamers that are trying to sue Microsoft to like prevent them from merging with Activision, which I think is a fascinating
Good.
turn
It
of
should be
events.
blocked. Good. It should be blocked.
Yeah.
Activision is
Xbox.
no Activision.
Xbox is dookie.
Well, I'm on the side of trust busting. We shouldn't have giant
Well,
monopolies
PlayStation
in
all
every
day.
sector of our economy. And I was also reading a really weird article about John Carmack quitting Meta, and his reasons for quitting Meta are pretty weird. He's like the dude from Grandma's Boy, basically. I'm pretty sure they modeled that guy after him.
Whoa!
All right,
Oh, Dante or who?
Who let the racist in the chat?
The
Disney?
the dude in the trench coat.
Or Mickey?
Wait, Walt Disney? What the fuck?
Oh! I literally just watched this movie. Oh shit!
Hey,
gotta do
Walt,
it now.
I bet you if you were alive today, you and Kanye West would get along perfectly.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
JP,
whoa.
JP,
Just to give everyone
guy from
Yeah,
Avatar.
5-minute warning, we're probably going to end the stream soon. I just had these final articles here. Star Wars reportedly bringing witches to live action.
I'm not steeped in the Star Wars lore the way some of my friends are, but I was first made aware of these fucking crazy ass people in Jedi Fallen Order.
Mm-hmm.
I think you encountered them on a planet, and I was kind of like, what the fuck? There are like witches and wizards and shit in Star Wars. It was really bizarre.
I was really hoping that Devin said these crazy bitches, and they didn't. I was so disappointed. I was like, "Yo, did Devin just call them crazy bitches?" I'm like, no.
Oh, I mean that's a common phrase for me anyway, so that wouldn't have been anything new.
They very well could be crazy bitches. I don't know.
I mean, they are crazy bitches, but they also are crazy witches.
Disney Plus.
Don't
removes
talk about the
Marvel
Night Sisters
Studios
like that.
Assembled episodes from service. I hope it's
That's
not
not
permanent.
true. That's not true.
It's not. They removed some of them, I think, because they had spoilers.
Oh, well, I don't know.
What?
Oh no, WandaVision, Falcon, Loki, Black Widow. What if change? That's interesting. Oh, I hope
Oh,
they're
the
not
behind the
on
scenes.
altogether.
Oh, the behind the scenes of how they
Disney
make
minus.
the
You know what they say? Disney minus. Where's my money?
Ha ha!
Whoa,
Never heard that before.
The Jews have it.
It's a good knee slapper.
Wait, what? Kanye? What?
Oh shit! What the fuck? I disavow whatever's being said by the panelists beneath me.
Me too.
Not my
I could
view.
make a really bad
Not my view.
Kanye joke,
I didn't
but
know
I'm
when.
not.
I didn't know Ye got here. No, don't do that. Don't. All right, hold on.
Can we not talk about Kanye, please? For the love of God.
Yes.
And don't talk about Bruno either.
Or Jarbo.
Why? You got something
Whoa,
against black
he-
people, Justin?
Saggy has an awesome.
I have something against anti-Semites.
I do too. I'm
Oh.
just playing.
All I will say is that Kanye's villain arc was predicted in a certain tract that is displayed in Suicide Squad, the Air version. Did a joke about this earlier.
This is why music artists should not get into politics. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Just stick to the music.
Jude Law's Star Wars show reveals new look at lead actor.
What show?
That's it. Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. Oh, I forgot about that.
that show is it's a flop anyway. So you know.
I'm gonna watch the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'll pass.
So that's the show. 1 to 2:10. Say your goodbyes, everyone. Say your goodbyes at 2:10. I'm gonna hit end broadcast.
Well,
Support-
so
support
demoralized,
DC.
Max.
Have faith in me. We will restore the DC verse. We will make you proud. Please be patient.
You're not
and-
restoring shit, Gunn.
your fucking
You're canceling
Superman movie.
everything.
Before the
Listen,
stream ends, I gotta ask a question that goes back to when Sean was here, before Sean left. Why in the world would you not want to see the next 4 DC movies just because they might not continue? Those movies are
That's how he
still
feels,
going to
though.
tell a story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, as every DC film up till now has done. Like Man of Steel had a beginning, a middle, and an end. Batman v Superman, though that did kind of end on a cliffhanger with him dying, but they usually always have a self-contained story. Yes, the characters may continue on, but have we reached a point now as a society where we're not interested in the story they're telling anymore? We're interested only in the next thing? Like,
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, it's a failure.
Yes.
well,
Sir,
well.
sir.
I can answer that.
Oh no!
Because,
Someone ban Ye. Someone ban Ye.
well,
Get Ye out of here.
yes, please do that. But honestly, I think it's because there are 4 left. They've had a bunch of troubled productions and whatnot, and the fact that they already said, "Oh, we're not doing any more after this," it's like, okay, well, they're just going to be some standalones. So what's the point? They're going to end it anyways.
Yeah,
they're
but-
not going to.
Well, I will.
They're not going to conclude a lot of
but
story.
E.T. was a standalone.
Well, I will
No,
reference.
no. That is a false equivalency.
How's that a false equivalency? It's just a story that didn't have a sequel. It didn't have a spin-off.
And this is like and this is what I pointed out when talking on this very subject on one of my tweets. I said, what's the point of watching like The Woman King or The Last Samurai or Breaking or Sideways or One Cut of the Dead or The Wailing if you know all of those are one and done films? Because they're entertaining movies. That's why you watch them. You watch them because the movies themselves are self-contained stories that can be entertaining, or they could not be entertaining. Maybe they'll suck anyways. Who cares?
Exactly.
That's
Like
the dice.
Shazam.
That's the dice that you roll with any movie that you go watch, whether it's going to be part of a connected universe or not. So,
if we never got a Shazam 2, now granted we are getting a Shazam 2, but if we never got a Shazam 2, I would still love that first movie, because that first movie, it not going into a sequel doesn't change what is on that film, and that is a movie I absolutely
It
adore.
does change.
No, it doesn't. It's still the same
Yes, it
movie.
does, because it
No,
was going
it
to set
doesn't.
up. It was going to.
Who cares what it's going to set up? It could set up jack shit. It's still the same movie.
Post-credit scene from the first one, Mr. Mind. That's not happening no more.
Who
on the
cares?
third movie.
That's
It
all right.
doesn't, that doesn't change anything about the
1987
movie itself. It changes nothing about the movie itself.
1987 Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren, film I've loved since childhood, ends with Skeletor popping up out of the pit in Grayskull and going, "I'll be back." He never came back. Still love
He
the
did
movie.
animation.
Well,
Crazy bitch, I have a question for you. I like your ideas. I like where you're going with this. Are you looking for work? Because we could use some guy like you at DC.
Sure.
I will not be watching that if that happens.
We could use a guy like you at DC Studios.
I'd
Me and
like
Saffron
to-
will talk about it.
I'd like to work for a man like you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I mean, I know my voice is a little different. I have a cold. Excuse me, sir. You're
Gunn.
rocking the Rock. I don't know if you heard, but we also are not going with Black Adam. So I don't know why you're rocking the Rock when yeah, sir. I don't know.
The Rock is a failure. That's all.
But anyways,
The Rock-
man,
The Rock is what?
guys, I understand your point though. I get it, but I'm just saying this is how people feel, and I understand that.
I get that that's how people feel, but I'm kind of with Joe on the idea that like the idea that movies have turned away from being self-contained stories, and now the focus is more on like looking towards the next thing and what kind of hint is there for the next thing or Easter egg for the next thing.
Build up.
But that's
You're
the
talking about
general audience,
superhero
though.
but that's the only thing that that's one of the things that keeps these superhero movies fresh, is building towards something else that we didn't get in the past, and the only one that's succeeded is Marvel.
I think that's
I
strongly disagree.
Otherwise,
I strongly
you're just
disagree.
Otherwise, you're just gonna see the same Batman versus Joker, Superman versus Lex.
That's not true. That's not necessarily true.
Potentially.
Well, wait, I would agree with that. I would agree with that if we were getting something we've seen before, but we've only had one Shazam movie up till now. It's not like we've seen this before. We've never had a Blue Beetle movie before. So this is still
Yeah,
new
but those
stuff.
were all started before Gunn.
Well,
yeah.
It doesn't matter though. If they're good,
Well,
they're good.
I think we're just talking about a broader conversation around like the climate of current fandoms and their expectation of movies. And the expectation lies almost strictly around, you know, looking towards the next project rather than having an appreciation for whatever film gets put out in front of you. You know?
These are great conversations, but we do need to end because I have to get ready
Before
for a
we
tomorrow, and I'm
go-
sure people want to talk behind the scenes a
Yeah,
little bit.
before we go, I just want to say to Cyber Syphilis 2077. Isn't that his name? Cyber Syphilis 27. He has 2,077 diseases. Listen, sir. I'm not a tool. I have a tool. It's big. It's in my pants, and I will be using it to satisfy your mom tonight.
Oh.
Hey yo.
And I think it's a good time to end, Max. Thank you.
All right. Let James Gunn speak. He's been speaking too much.
Really?
James Gunn killed.
Okay, don't ever disrespect.
Calm
people,
down on
please.
Twitter,
Don't
bro. Please,
don't do
man.
that. Appreciate it.
My Twitter blows up every time you're on Twitter.
I think that all executives and people in those positions of power should probably lay off of Twitter.
I mean,
that
to
was
an
my
extent. I like
my chief concern with Tommy Tellerico when I first got pulled into this weirdo community. Like, the dude is just too active on Reddit and shit.
Wait! I'm getting hold on. James Gunn's getting yelled at again by Cyber Syphilis. Call fat shit ass saggy ass.
Whoa,
kitty.
come on, Cyber Cells. That's not cool.
He's describing his mom naked. I don't know why he's projecting that on me. It's weird. Weird.
I was on board with the ass part of the other stuff. I don't know.
Amazingly positive streak. Look at Zito trolling. All right, I'm ending it. No, Cyber. Listen, you want me to put you in a timeout?
I think Cyber Syphilis doesn't understand. I'm literally joking, pretending to be James Gunn. He's taking it personally.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Let's explain.
It was a joke,
It's
Cyber
not
Cells.
really James Gunn. It's not.
Okay,
it's not
goodbye.
really
Have
him.
a goodbye.
Control of James
No,
Gunn.
no. Time out.
Oh my
Wait,
god, bro.
NFL shit.
We're gonna end the stream. Come back.
Wait,
tomorrow.
what NFL shit?
I don't even know what the.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
I don't think Cyber Syphilis understands a joke.
It was a joke because I was pretending to be James Gunn.
I think we have given up on the joke, and he is continuing on and playing with it.
What the hell are you doing? I'm ending the stream. I can't take this anymore.
Oh, wait. I think I understand. If that's the truth, I think I understand. Never mind. I didn't know who that was. If that's true, I apologize. I know exactly what happened.
I don't know. I am so lost.
I have no idea.
I'll explain after.
I
I'm sorry,
apologize.
Cyber. I did not know who you were. Now that I know, I do apologize. I understand why I was wrong for saying
And
that.
I apologize for blocking you for 5 minutes. I guess
I'll apologize because I have no clue what's going on.
I apologize because I'm clueless. Bye.
I'm apologizing way too much time, way too many times during this